Tuesday. As G-Man would say, a fat Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and good morning to you, whether you're listening Real Radio 92.1, 101.7, or, of course, that absolutely free iHeartRadio app. This is Franny. Good morning to you, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And we do have G-Man in the Penthouse as well. And, of course, you. Be that fourth member. So many ways you can do that. Call us on the toll-free line, 877-927-6969. You can leave a talkback on that iHeartRadio app. Just find Real Radio 921, click on that microphone, and just like that, you can leave us a voice message. Jimmy has an email. That's jimmy@realradio921.com. And as so many love to do, text. I got a text line right in front of me, 47142. Just start that text off with Real Radio. Hi, G-Man.
What is up on a Tuesday? Just got yelled at by our boss.
What'd you do?
Because I was late, but I didn't even, usually I thought it was 10:09. I thought he was at Wimbledon, so he wasn't here. So I was
like, yeah, you thought he was at Wimbledon?
Yeah, he's everywhere. Peru, he's in Mount Everest, climbing the mountains, Mexico, drinking tequila. Jimmy, how are you, buddy?
Hello, good morning.
What is happening? I'm starting to dig this Wimbledon that's on during the day. It's pretty cool, and the TV's working, so that's a big thing. I'm shocked about that. And the vending machine's somewhat full, so it's a good day at iHeart Radio. Joker won yesterday, and he went after the crowd. It was so funny after the match. And it's something new they're doing the last couple of years where everybody talks to the crowd. And it was only at the finals they used to do it for years. But now every match they're letting people talk, the players. And, wow, he went off on them yesterday. We'll get into that later. Doobie Brothers tickets, you got a chance at 11:45, which is awesome. And then you got a chance to win $1,000 13 times a day.
It's back, baby.
Now, can we play this time or no? They still say
I don't
that?
think we ever can.
Yeah, I think we can.
Okay.
We can. Wink, wink.
I mean, you can text as much as you want,
Yeah.
and when they find out who they are, they're going to be like, nope.
You think you could get paid and then they would say no, or you think they would it register? Oh, that's an employee. Probably not.
You would think.
I don't think so. Not in the beginning. Think you get caught, Jimmy, in the beginning? I don't think it would register. I don't think like there's a computer will pop out and go, he works there, she works there.
But if they do find out, is it worth it?
For
to lose your
$1,000?
job?
No.
Exactly.
No,
is that worth it?
No, it's not. I mean, it's risk and reward. But
Yes.
you could play naive and say, I don't know, it was a game. It sounded good, so I wanted to play. I needed a Geno.
$1,000? You kidding me?
Come on. Got to bet Tennessee opening week. I got to parlay that money. So Wimbledon's going on. We got to check on some tennis odds this afternoon on Greek Zone, me and Jimmy. Maybe we'll put I've never bet on tennis. Have you?
Tennis?
Yeah.
No.
I did, I think, years ago one time, Wimbledon. So maybe we'll throw a bet on maybe one of the long shots, and we'll see what happens. But, yeah, $1,000 a day. You guys have the chance to win $1,000 with the keyword. Last time we did great. We had 3 winners in, 6 days.
Yeah, we did good last time.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's get 4 winners.
Yeah, so let's do it. We want to see you guys win $1,000. Get that keyword. We always repeat it for you, and hopefully you guys can pick up $1,000 and just have a good time. Speaking of sports, the Olympics are coming our way in a couple weeks, and there is a lot of hype. Would either one of you guys go to the Olympics if you had the chance? Would you consider a bucket list? Or
I think it'd be cool. I've been to the Olympics before when they were in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to those Olympics. It was very easy for me to do. I just drove there. But
how was the experience?
It was fun. We had a good time. Yeah, we went and saw baseball, and I saw a track and field event, and what else? Oh, and then we got to see Ray Charles perform.
Did
and
you
then the
see...
bomb happened.
Oh, really? You were there? Were you there the day the bomb?
I was. Well, I was there the day of, but not there.
Wow. Now, when you saw baseball, did you see USA playing?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I mean, did you feel the spirit?
It was fun. Yeah. My family is very much into baseball, my mom and dad, so that was definitely one of the things they wanted to go see. But yes, it was fun. I was a kid, obviously, when it happened, but still remember.
That's cool. Jim, would you want to go or not really?
You know, if it was something like that where it was close by, you could drive to it type thing and whatnot. Yeah, I might do that. It's pretty interesting. If it was overseas, like here in Paris, if I could associate, a vacation around it as well, I might do that. But it's something that's pretty unique. It's different. So yeah, to see it one time, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah,
especially if somebody was like, here's tickets, flights, and accommodations.
All
Like,
that, yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. No, a lot of people, it's on their bucket list. Like they were like sports fans, they would love to go and stuff like that. It's never been on mine. But people always, a lot of times like, man, I would love to go to Olympics. Same thing with
I've never heard that.
Yeah, World Cup. Like a lot of people are like that when they come, soccer fans, obviously. when it comes down to Miami and stuff like that. They would love to go. But yeah, but Olympics I've heard from a lot of people.
You know, it was really nice, and I bet it was even better in person. But I stayed up because I guess the timing of it was just real good when the Winter Olympics were in China. And they had, the light show and everything. I thought it was absolutely outstanding, the show that they put on. I don't know the name of that arena or anything that it was in, but, I think it was a stadium of some sort that you could sit in and, the way they walked in and everything. But just the lighting show was just phenomenal.
I think to see, like, the opening or closing ceremonies would be really cool. But Winter Olympics would be fun. We're thinking summer, but I think the Winter Olympics would be really cool.
Would you want to carry the torch? If they said to you, carry the torch.
Why not?
Yeah. Here you go. Carry the torch and light it up. Light up the Olympics. If there's some new things going on in Olympics this year. The men's is getting a lot of hype right now. The men's still no Olympics on the Hard Rock app. So we're hoping for that happens.
Yeah, just handball. Women's handball is the only thing on here. It sounds like really obscure as far as the sport. But, I mean, again, we're a couple weeks away.
Yeah.
We discussed it a little bit yesterday, but I'll mention it now for Andy's here. Was it Nathan's hot dog didn't get up there till like a day, the day of or the day before for the 4th of July. So, but it did eventually get put up there. We looked for that, but it wasn't. Earlier last week.
Yeah, I think opening ceremonies is the 26th
of
July.
So I would say as we get closer, we might see some more.
Yeah.
Yep. So speaking of new stuff, it looks like they're trying to appeal, and this is the Paris organizers that they have said that they made it very clear that they're aiming to appeal more to younger fans by featuring what they think these sports that are closely associated with youth and reward creativity, athletic performance. This is according to the Paris 2024 website, if you've not been in there. But yes, they said I love breakdancing. I can't wait to watch breakdancing, but yes, breaking is going to be in the Paris Olympics, which I think will be fun to watch. They said something else that's new is kayak cross will make its debut this summer too. Several sports that made its debut 2021. They're talking surfing, skateboarding, sports climbing, which I'm guessing is just like rock climbing, sports climbing.
Okay.
That would be my
assumption.
Climb
the Avatar.
Is that it?
Yeah,
okay.
make them do that.
That should be interesting.
They're going to make their return, but some of these sports, which you're used to seeing, will not. So other sports featured in the Tokyo Olympics, they say here, will not be here. Baseball, softball, karate will not make an appearance in Paris this year.
Really?
According
I didn't know baseball
to this,
was done.
I know, wow. I know. So I was shocked about that.
Surfing is though, right?
I believe so, yes.
Surfing is. So no baseball, no karate.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yes, 3 recently introduced Olympic sports that will return. Surfing is one of them. Skateboarding is another one that will be there. And the sports climbing, yes, I mentioned those 3. So those will be there. But then when they said that karate has been dropped as an Olympic sport, I'm shocked by that.
Yeah,
It's been around forever. Baseball and softball are also out in 2024, but they say they will be back.
Okay.
So I guess it's whoever is hosting the Olympics, those organizers.
Oh, do they choose?
Because they said that in this article from the Today Show, they say that Olympic organizers are aiming for the younger demographic. Mm-hmm. So it kind of sounds like that's why they're making the decisions. They said that they commonly referred to, Paris organizers made it clear that they are aiming to appeal to younger fans by featuring sports that are closely associated with youth and reward creativity and athletic performance. So to me, that sentence alone sounds like they kind of get to pick and choose. Obviously, not everything. They can't be like, we want this one. That was that. We want this one. But
I'm surprised they don't have texting as a sport.
Yeah.
For the younger generation.
Yeah, how quick?
How quick can you text?
How quick can you text?
Yeah. I wonder if they get to if they give a number, but whoever the organizer is, I don't know. I'm just making this up. I don't know if this is accurate. But if they do say whoever's hosting, all right, you get to pick 3 that you want out.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the rules.
That's interesting. I'd be curious.
I'm surprised baseball's out.
Maybe we can find out. Yeah, I am too. I'm very surprised by that.
Yeah.
I thought they had breakdancing already, or maybe we've just read that they were going to introduce it or have it this time around. But sounded familiar.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. But yeah, baseball and softball, I'm surprised are out of the Olympics. But they said they will return. So
maybe they'll have some fashion because Paris is the capital of fashion. Fashion Week. You guys do a runway. Everybody can come down. Ralph Lauren, we said the players are wearing.
They still have the typical field stuff, the high jump and javelin and shot put and that type thing.
Yeah. That I didn't hear any of that was changed. All the track and field.
Track and field. Yeah.
So what I'm reading here, the IOC says that they didn't share publicly why these sports did not make the cut, but Major League officials have expressed concerns around scheduling conflicts. The Summer Olympics fall during the middle of the MLB season when the best players can't be spared.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess that makes somewhat sense.
Somewhat.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the NBA is there, because they couldn't play if it was in the winter. Because you would think traditionally it would be the Winter Olympics for hoops.
It may sound ignorant too, but how many countries do a lot of countries have baseball too? I mean, I know like Japan, a lot of the Asian countries,
South
and
American
Dominican
countries,
Republic,
yeah.
South. Yeah, okay, so plenty enough for that.
I
That's
would
not an
say.
issue.
But they said they will return when the Olympics are in Los Angeles in 2028.
Yeah.
That's going to be a zoo. I didn't realize they were in L.A.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Next one. Mm-hmm.
They were in LA years ago too. I remember, and that was a big one. When the hell was that? That was this. Was it this? I don't know. It was maybe the '90s. Yeah, it was in LA. I remember the Coliseum and everything. Yeah, Olympics. Would you want to go, or would you be like, nah, I'm okay? For most guys, a bucket list always is a Super Bowl. I heard anybody who's seen the new arena in Vegas, they talk about that. The Sphere, like, go there. It's unbelievable. Just breathtaking. Bucket list. Even a reason to go to Vegas now.
I did not know this. So the Love Doctors, who are on the station for years and years and years, they are Real Radio. We have a text that came in at 47142. Says in 1996, Dr. Rich carried the Olympic torch. He then handed it to his friend in a wheelchair, which he pushed with him in the parade. Officials were upset with Rich because it was only to be handed to other participants running in the parade. Dr. Rich did not give a damn. Have you guys heard this before?
I haven't heard that. Jim?
No, I haven't.
Hey, what do they say?
Pardon my skepticism.
Right? What do they say? We don't want the truth to get in the way of a good story.
Bingo.
I love that line.
Bingo.
I love that. Oh, it's a treat.
The nicest way that you can say a lie.
The girl, Gabby Thomas, she's going to become a household name. Track and field star. Watch out for her. She is an unbelievable track star. Very smart girl, just unbelievable background. Went to Harvard, Texas, and she's going to be a big star. It's a name you're going to hear a lot in the next couple of weeks. Talk about people who step in and say all of a sudden she was in the last Olympics, but this girl's definitely. If you're betting on Olympics, you could bet on her. Bet on her to win the 100-meter race. She's unbelievable. And very, very smart girl. Like I said, unbelievable. Straight A's, everything. Harvard, Texas. But that's a name to watch in the Olympics. And obviously the men's are getting some highlights now. They've been together practicing the last couple of days. Freshman out of Duke played, and he stole the show yesterday. But I think the men's Olympics, like I said, was 4-1 is what I heard for them to win the gold. They are so stacked.
So speaking of stacked, we're talking they're going to be stacked with food. I love how there's always people come up with this stuff, and they found out the numbers. This is the Paris Olympics by the numbers when it comes to food.
Got to be expensive.
So, they said it's all about the numbers. 10,500 athletes from 206 countries participating in 329 events in total. But the numbers get even more elaborate when it comes to food. 40,000 meals per day.
Wow.
3 million bananas. 80,000 pounds of coffee grounds are going to be supplied. There's a food provider called Sodexo Live, and the chefs are feeding the athletes at Olympic Village. And they have quite the task of feeding the entire support staff on top of it, right, in the village, plus the 10,500 athletes who are relying on a lot of food to fuel them.
How many bananas?
They're not just
80,000?
like, I just need one banana. They need to eat. What happened?
How many bananas? 80,000?
No, 3 million.
Oh, my God.
80,000 pounds of coffee grounds. Yes.
Do you think of the bananas from the gas stations?
Yeah. That's
They go every morning.
That's a Wawa banana.
A Wawa banana. But yeah, these chefs are like, it's got some pressure because
Sure is.
because you're feeding these athletes that need to compete, and then also to eat after the fact, or to help refuel them. But they say they have 500 recipes that are being served are more than just a meal. They said a lot of logistics go into the preparation of the food, such as nutritional needs, sustainable sourcing, diversity of options. I mean, you have people who have food allergies, whatever it is. You got to remember that. Culinary traditions from around the world,
well, that's the thing, too. I mean, the fact that you have every culture in the world that you have to deal with.
And that's what they said. The tricky part is with these chefs is it's far from one-size-fits-all diet for these Olympic athletes.
Could you imagine how big that kitchen's got to be? Oh, my God.
Yep. Some load up on carbs.
It's its own thing. Right?
Yeah. They say some load up on carbs while others prefer high protein, low sugar diets. They say the dining needs have it all. Wide range of white, red meat, pasta, nuts, yogurts, lean proteins. I mean, they got to have everything in there. They do that.
Condoms.
Yeah. I don't know if you're eating those.
You shouldn't. Well, put them on the side.
Some people do.
Put them on the Raisin Bran and then the condoms.
Yeah, you shouldn't eat those. But they said that there's obviously extra dimension in menu planning. Nutrition plays a crucial role in sports performance.
Sure.
So this is a pretty big job. Not pretty. It is a huge job.
I wonder if there's one head chef for everything. One guy, the capo di capo of everything.
It can't be.
So,
it can't be. There's got to be sections somehow.
Yeah.
But you mean like one guy who's delegating everything? Well, they say so. There's an International Olympic Committee, and they wanted 1,000 different dishes with over 9 culinary themes. But they settled because the chefs were like, "This is a lot." So they
Peanut butter jelly.
They settled on 4 culinary themes: French, Asian, world, which is interesting, and African Caribbean.
Ooh.
Yeah. So those are the ones. That
no hamburgers and hot dogs, I guess. Can I get a steak?
Maybe that's part of world.
Okay. Yeah. Can I get a steak medium, like for New York Prime? Can we do that? Can I get something like that? Wow, that is crazy. And I wonder how many people it takes. It's got to take at least 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Well, you would think, right? To have that much food every day, 2 weeks, it's got to be.
So there's 2 chefs that are the main ones. They're the company chefs, Charles Gouloy and Stephanie Chichiri. But they do have a bunch of help. Obviously, they say famed French partners, and there's some names I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Yeah, but they've helped decide the menu.
Can't imagine. I mean, it's got to be. I saw a special one time on cruise ships, like what they have to do, and it's 4,000 or 5,000 people. Can't imagine this. Like it's got to be. That's
precisely it. I mean, you have so many. It's like how many restaurants would this be equivalent to? Right?
Imagine if you got to order, like Jimmy, you're gonna have to order desserts.
Yeah.
Give me 75,000 pounds of vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is what we had. Some fun food facts here. 2 million meals prepared for the athletes, with 40,000 meals being served daily. 15,000 people will rely on the chefs and caterers for the proper nutrition. Bananas, coffee, and chocolate are the only items that are coming from other countries, which is interesting. There will be 3 million bananas, as I said, brought in for the athletes. 27 tons of coffee, or 54,000 pounds. We have, even though Olympics will be in France, French fries will not be served.
Oh, come on. Why are we in Paris?
But they say,
I'm out.
They say not due to lack of nutritional value. Rather, there is a potential fire risk of using deep fryers around for so many people.
Oh, all right.
So that's why they just don't want deep fryers.
Go to McDonald's.
80% of the menu will be sourced from France, with 25% being within, they say, about 15 miles of the host city of Paris. All meat, milk, and eggs, France. Plant-based ingredients will make up a third of the food. The main dining hall is open 24/7 and has 3,500 seats and is dubbed one of the largest restaurants in the world. They also have here 600 to 800 baguettes will be baked a day.
Wow.
For the athletes.
Get a nice croissant there.
30% of food will be organic. Main dining hall will have 47,000 reusable plates instead of disposable plates. And this is for the first time ever.
Normally
they
really?
always did.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Avocados will not be available to those in the Olympic Village because they would need to be imported from a great distance.
Oh, Greek's out.
I'm
Yep.
out. No avocados.
That was
whatever.
it. Avocados from Mexico.
Man, if you love condiments, there will be a condiment bar with 85 different options.
Oh, so they are giving out condoms.
See? Told you, Franny.
You said they were.
Condiments.
Oh, okay. So you said condoms.
Chefs from
Minty.
Sodexo Live will have 500 different recipes to serve. Sodexo Live will provide all the food. There will be no outside restaurants in the village and no private chefs in the village. So even if you're like an athlete and you have your own private chef, they're like, you're eating our stuff.
Yeah, because you can't have everybody have all their chefs there. It'd be crazy.
There will be an in-village bakery with workshops on how to make baguettes, croissants, and other pastries if you want to do a workshop.
I think they also have to regulate, as far as consumption, consuming, what they consume, as far as what's legal, too. Mm-hmm. Whatever's,
allocated.
You can't have any, performance-enhancing, things put in, right? So what's a great way to do that, right?
Regulate what they eat, you're right. And then there are 15 different dining locations across 52 acres. That's how big the village is, 52 acres.
Wow, that is huge.
Yep.
That'll be here before you know it. And hopefully Team USA gets a lot of gold medals in general, but hopefully a lot of gold medals.
Here we go. Somebody says they can validate the Dr. Rich story. Another person said it happened on the Torch's path to Atlanta on US 1 in Port St. Lucie.
Oh, maybe it did.
And then the person who says, Google it, then I will accept your apology.
Maybe I don't know.
There you go. So,
what was it, 96?
Not yet.
I wasn't here.
That's
for Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the Atlanta one.
Were you here, Jimmy, in Florida or no?
No.
I wasn't either.
So we can't say yes or no?
Yeah, so we apologize if we made you sound like a liar. They speak the truth. They speak the truth.
Yeah, if it happened, it happened.
Sounds like a bit to me.
Yeah, it does sound a little far-fetched, but who knows? Like Freddie said, we're not going to let the truth get involved with a good story. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with this day in history, a trifecta. Don't forget, $1,000. You got a chance 13 times a day. Doobie Brothers tickets at 11:45. It keeps you coming. Yes, it does. And so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
A man was detained by sheriff's officials and cited after he jumped into an elephant exhibit at the Milwaukee County Zoo, they said.
Do you think the elephants looked at each other and they're like, so are we going to talk about the person in the room?
The news junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Don't miss
Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crows, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet,
and more.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, right now
At AXS.com.
That's AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside, only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Checking out emergency vehicles blocking your right lane 95 northbound at Blue Heron Boulevard. Expect delays along the approach. Also looking at some construction here on Lakeview Avenue westbound at Flagler Drive blocking the left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Upgrade your hot rod or muscle car with parts from Summit Racing. And right now, shop summitracing.com and use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Summitracing.com. Exclusions apply. Offer ends July 21st, 2024.
Hey, it's the Greek, Monroe's of Palm Beach. Wizards and Wands, huge event, 500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus prize raffles all night long. Monroe's of Palm Beach, open till 5 a.m. It's Saturday, July 13th, Wizards and Wands. It's a big event. Stop by. You'll see a beautiful lady, enjoy a great night, and open till 5 a.m. It's Wizards and Wands with 500 cash on the line. Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies all the time. The magic is there every night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm. storm.
Has a loved one left you a classic car to sell? Introducing GMTVCC.com. Give me the VIN's new classic and collector car buying service. Whether it's a 1988 Fox Body Mustang or your granddad's 1985 square body Chevy truck, GMTVCC.com has got you covered. Their experienced pro buyers will appraise and offer real money for your classic or collector car, and you get paid now. No consignments, no auctions, just quick and easy cash. And they love resto mods. That's only at GMTVCC.com. Give me the VIN's new division for classic and collector cars.
From hurricanes to heat waves, Florida homeowners have seen it all. That's why they trust StormSmart. Stormcatcher screens, shutters, and impact windows provide year-round protection because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
High five! Up top! Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping. Woo!
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
This July 26th through 28th, get ready for an event that will inspire and empower Christians across America. The Believers Summit is coming to West Palm Beach, Florida. This summit is more than just a gathering. It's a mission to stand courageously for truth, embracing a here I am spirit of readiness and obedience to God's call. Join an inspiring lineup of speakers including Charlie Kirk, Jansen Franklin, Ali Stuckey, Eric Metaxas, Sage Steele, and many more. Register now for 25% off using code WPBLOCAL at tpusafaith.com/believers.
When you're injured on the job, you need more than just a workers' comp lawyer. When you need a fighter, you need us. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. For the people. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This hurricane season is predicted to be extreme. Your house is your castle. Don't wait. Call Castle Impact Windows, a folding shutter corporation division today for a free estimate. 561-683-4811. High quality made in-house CastleImpactWindows.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll tell the story of a man, or rather a kid, who came to define the Wild West, Billy the Kid. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. Another toasty one ahead of us. High temperatures this afternoon getting into the low and mid-90s. A smidge above our average for this time of year, but there's also a heat advisory in effect until 6 p.m. We only have a 30% chance for an isolated shower or two in the area throughout the afternoon, so no relief coming from the rain.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Get immersed in new worlds and ideas with Audible. Explore an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals, all in one easy app. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Almost here. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Don't forget, you got a chance to win Doobie Brothers tickets today at 11:45. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
What's up?
And it's time for This Day in History and a Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
As I sit in the studio today, I am watching Wimbledon for the last couple of days. And yesterday, the Joker won the second round. And then after the match, he had some things to say to the audience. He said, "You guys are not going to affect me." Some people were booing against him, and I've been around 20 years. This isn't a tough environment. You will never crack me. Hats off to the Joker. He is trying to keep winning at his age. Old for tennis, not old for life. And add another big trophy to his trophy case. Men's Olympic team, Jason Tatum is wearing number 10 in honor of Kobe Bryant. That's what Kobe wore when he played for the U.S. Men's Olympics. And Jason Tatum, Kobe is one of his heroes, idols for life. He is going to wear number 10 and honor him. And if you're a Yankee fan, you can leave now and watch them tonight live. They're in Tampa. Yankees up in Tampa for the next couple of days, taking on the Tampa Bay. It should be an exciting series. Yankees and Tampa. And that's your Greeks trifecta. Now over to Jimmy for This Day in History.
Well, hop in and let's go for a ride. Only 229 years, and that's where we're going to stop at 1795. On this day, one James Swan personally paid off the entire national debt of $2,024,899 that the United States owed to France.
What year is this? 18 what?
That was 1795.
That's a lot of money back then.
That's a lot of money now.
Sure.
Yeah, see if he's got a relative alive. Wow. What a generous guy.
178 years ago today, in 1846, the United States takes San Francisco from Mexico. Can we give it back? 174 years ago today, in 1850, after only 16 months in office, President Zachary Taylor passed away after a brief illness. The exact cause of death is still disputed by some historians. 147 years ago today, in 1847, the first Wimbledon Tennis Championship begins. Speaking of that, we'll have another fun fact about Wimbledon coming up here. 29 years ago today, 1995, the Grateful Dead played their last show with Jerry Garcia. Fast forward 2 years, in 97, Mike Tyson was banned from the boxing ring and fined $3 million for biting Evander Holyfield's ear. More than the national debt that got paid off.
Amazing. Took a bite out of his career.
25 years ago today, 1999, we saw what teenage boys do to desserts when American Pie was released.
I hope they really don't.
And here's your Wimbledon one. 24 years ago today, in 2000, Pete Sampras won his record 7th Wimbledon title and 13th Grand Slam title, which was also a record. 22 years ago today, in 2002, Fearing that there wouldn't be enough eligible players to continue, Major League Baseball Commissioner Bud Selig stopped the annual All-Star game in the 11th inning with the score tied at 7-7.
I remember that. People were pissed.
20 years ago today, in 2004, Anchorman, the legend of Ron Burgundy, was released. And finally, 13 years ago today, in 2011, Derek Jeter became the 28th player in Major League Baseball history to join the 3,000 hit club. And that's what happened on July 9th in our history.
Thank you, Jimmy. Great job. We always reflect on the day that we're actually in and bring up a lot of good things that maybe brings your memory and go, ooh, that was cool, or I can't believe some of the numbers. Like that guy who paid off the whole debt, $2 million. Mingata. Oh, what a nice, generous guy. I hope they did something from our country, like gave him a flag or something. So every relationship starts out good and starts out with a lot of love and passion. And, man, I hope we have a great life together. But sometimes it goes awry. 56% of them do. And divorces. And I know, Franny, you had some stories about lawyers or things that people were fighting over that were so petty.
Yeah, so this is a claim to them, some of the pettiest things that they have seen divorce lawyers. And
I bet this is good.
There's a lot of petty things out there. And if you have something petty you want to share with us, 47142, I got a text line right in front of me. You can start it off with Real Radio. Somebody says, divorce lawyer here, and this is a Reddit thread. The wife had been out of the house for weeks. She waited until her husband was on a business trip, came into the house, turned on all the faucets, plugged the drains, turned off the furnace, and left. Oh. It was minus 10 degrees. He came back 5 days later. The house was ruined. The water froze and cracked the foundation.
That sucks. Yeah, that's terrible. Wow, God.
What did he do?
But that doesn't matter what he did, Fran. It's not right. Oh, my God. Jimmy Teller, it's
I like
not
a little
right.
payback.
That's payback. You're screwing yourself because you got half the house.
Yeah, but he was probably screwing somebody else, so that's why.
So it's worth losing all that money?
I'm guessing she didn't get it because why else would you ruin it? I mean, unless she just saw Reg. That's all she saw, which happens. Somebody, and we're talking about attorneys, talking about divorce attorneys specifically, things that they've seen that are very petty. I saw a 46-year marriage broken because the man's old high school girlfriend was single again. They represented the wife, just so you know. I learned later the guy married the old girlfriend the same day the divorce was finalized.
It was true love, Franny.
Oh,
I know somebody did that. That sucks.
Yes.
They walked out of divorce court. This girl I knew, her husband, and then he went into another court when they got married. Same day. That's just being spiteful.
Well, this is petty. My divorce lawyer told me about a case she was involved in where both clients were so petty that they had to all meet to argue over every scrap they owned. So the final object, neither would settle on, it was a ceramic rabbit statue. A generic one from Home Depot.
A rabbit statue?
They said zero sentimental value, but since it was the final item, neither side wanted to lose the last thing, and they dragged it out over 3 separate meetings. Yeah, they said, I don't remember who got it, but once they settled it and signed everything, the winning party stuck it out on their lawyer's desk as a gift and walked out.
Oh, God.
I was going to say, you know who won? The lawyers.
That's right. They always win. They always win. Because every time you fight, you pick up that phone, you're getting charged. It's one thing you may not realize when you're going through a divorce. Every time you're on the clock.
Yep.
And that sucks.
Petty things that divorce attorneys have seen. I work for a divorce attorney now, but the wildest thing that came to my attention when I worked for the prosecuting attorney, this couple was breaking up, and she said, Mr. left the house. Mrs. went to work the next morning as usual. When she returned home in the evening, she found that Mr. had been at the house and had removed his clothing and belongings, as she had expected. She didn't expect that he also had gorilla glued her belongings together. He glued the TV remote to the table, the phone to its cradle, the couch pillows to the couch, and even glued the vacuum cleaner to the carpet.
That's so damn.
She did call the cops and reported it as property damage. So.
Sure, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's petty.
Yeah.
I guess she cheated on him.
This one. When I temped at a law office, one couple spent $18,000 on legal fees fighting over a $120 microwave they got as a wedding present.
Oh, my God.
Sure, they could have gotten a new one at Target, but it's the principle of it.
That's so
My
crazy.
mother gave it to us. But she gave it to both of us.
That's so silly.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
Silly.
$9,000 each they spent on attorneys for $120 microwave. Keep it, stick it. My God, spend it on medicine. 9 dimes they spent. Oh, my God. There's a lot of hate there.
Yep. This one's a little nutty. Get that too, but symptoms could be treated with medication. The husband was an evangelical who was convinced his wife, 1, had become possessed and that her vertigo and general crankiness with his methods were evidence of demonic possession. 2, the medication she was taking were enabling the devil to hide inside of her. 3, the only proper recourse was exorcism. He would hide her meds until she got dizzy and then try various methods of exorcism. This includes sweating it out, putting her under blankets while incapacitated and locked in a room full of space heaters, freezing it out, pretty much the reverse, AC fans, bags of ice, and surprising it out. He would jump out and scare her like somebody would do with the hiccups.
Wow.
But instead of yelling boo, he would recite the Lord's prayers, Psalms. But yeah, that sounds like they were headed to divorce. Doesn't sound like a spiteful divorce. Another one here. My aunt had a case where the wife had glued all of the outdoor hoses together so her husband wouldn't spend time washing his vehicle anymore. When the glue didn't work, she just cut them all up. When he bought new ones, she filed for divorce.
Oh, my God.
What?
Damn.
I guess he loved that car.
Yeah.
And she didn't want him to love the cars more than her, I guess. Yeah, that one's weird.
Man, that is weird. They're all weird.
I'm in a different area of law, but my coworker had a client in a messy divorce where the parties had to split up some antique pots. When the husband delivered the wife's share of the pots to our office, he took a crap in each one of them. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And not just that, he walked it over to the attorney's office with poop in it. Like, what?
Terrible.
What are these, 12-year-olds?
Yes.
So bad. Man, and they loved each other one day. That's what's sad about this whole game of love.
This one's interesting. Legal secretary here. We're presently fighting the court to let this man receive his entire alimony in live chickens.
Oh, nice.
The court has said, can't you just use the money to buy chickens? And he has remained steadfast that he will not accept money-only chickens.
So this is by his choice.
Yes.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the choice.
He
The
just
court
wants
will decide.
chickens. He doesn't want alimony. He wants cash.
Yeah. He's not going to get that. He's lucky he's getting alimony.
Goodness gracious. I worked in a law firm where a husband and wife got divorced, and then the wife married her ex-husband's father, her ex-father-in-law.
Oh, my God.
When the dad died, we represented the son in getting his father's money back.
Oh, yeah.
They said that was very unreal.
Very dad. What is wrong with these people?
So brutal. She marries the father after she gets divorced, and then he sues her for the money. My God,
Listen
what a
to this.
gold digger!
A couple got divorced over a cat. The wife called the cat Snowball because of its white fur and only wanted the cat to eat wet food or chicken breasts. The husband called their cat Lily, again, because of her white fur and believed she could only eat dry food. These two argued for a year over custody of the cat, but did not care about their human kids. They had a 15-month-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Wow.
They argued over the cat, not the kids.
That is a special kind of... I mean, that's both of them.
Yeah.
They're both whack.
If
But
you have
know
any
what it
crazy
is?
divorce stories, let us know. 47142.
I think a lot of these divorce stories, they get so bitter and angry, like even if you didn't want that, you know what I'm saying? The other person does, like a coffee table. So then the other person goes,
That's it,
if you
yeah,
want
yeah.
it, then I want it. I never wanted it anyway, but if you
Hey,
want
the
it,
microwave story.
yeah, I mean,
Prime example of it.
$120 microwave, and they spent $9,000 each.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. This one where they bring their moms along with me. I've had a lot of younger male potential clients come in for divorce consults with their mother. During the consult, the mother does 98% of the talking, and it's clear who actually wants a divorce. I usually escort the mom out to wait in the lobby while I talk to the son directly. And most of the time, he's just there to appease his mother. So it's mom who wants a divorce, not son.
And mom probably has money, so he
Uh-huh.
thinks he's not going to get inherited. So she's like, dump him. Remember that movie with J-Lo?
That doesn't necessarily have to be money.
Monster-in-law?
Yeah, remember with Jane Fonda?
Yeah, that was a monster-in-law.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They said on a related note, they had a mother call for a consultation, but because she said that she wanted her son to get a divorce, and they politely informed her that's not how divorce works. That's not because you want one. It has to be between the two parties. So, yes, there are crazy, crazy things. This is smart. I'm a paralegal for a divorce lawyer. Our client told us that he didn't clear out the marital account after the parties filed, which technically is true because while he did remove $45,000, he left $3.50 in there.
Oh, that was nice.
So technically,
Get a Dunkin' Donuts.
Technically true.
Media. But there's paper trails there. You're not getting away with that. I mean, you're just not. It's in a checking account or a bank account. If both names are on there, you're screwed. And even some states, if you're married, they get half.
Well, how do you mean that you're screwed?
Well, I'm saying you took out the $45,000, right?
Right.
They're going to come after you. and they're going to say you have to give her the half.
Why?
Because if her name's on it, she gets half.
Once he's already got it, or once, I mean, I can see that once the paperwork's been filed, but before that, either side can do it, right?
You could, anytime you can do it, but you can contest it, is what I'm saying. You can go to the lawyer and say, hey, he took out $45,000 without me knowing, 23 change. Or
That's
23.
a joint account. I don't know. It'd be tough to get back.
If they're going through a divorce, they would. I mean,
if the paperwork's been filed, I would say at that point maybe the assets have been
beforehand,
or well, I don't know. How do you can't say they're seized. What happened? What happens to the assets?
Well, I mean, when you go through
that's interesting.
This stuff,
I don't know. I mean, it's a question. I'm not defining. It's just it's sort of. I'm sure there's plenty of questions like that.
But I think what happens is the other party would say like this was planned. He or she knew that that she was leaving or he was leaving. Let me say it correctly or whatever. And they took out my money out of my account. Like when I had my account, my wife was on my account. So technically, she was.
It's a shared account.
A shared account. So anything I had, she would get 50. That's what I said. If they're on there, anything on the account, the person gets 50%.
Yeah, but how many times does that happen? I bet out there where they have a joint account like that, and they somebody's going to file for divorce. So let me clean that out first.
And leave $3.50.
Yeah.
Don't clean it out completely.
I mean, that's what goes in front of a judge.
Exactly.
And we've always said, every state's different.
Well, because you could be like, it's gone. I don't have it. I don't have that money. I already spent it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to do about it? So you never know. These are interesting about food. We're talking to our attorneys on Reddit are talking about things that they've seen that are very petty when it comes to divorce. She was a loud chewer at the dinner table. He developed a complex and literally needed out because he could not bear to eat with her.
Right.
He developed a complex because she was a loud chewer. This one, I used to work as a file clerk for a divorce attorney. Our client was trying to get full custody of her child because her husband was, quote, dangerously neglectful of their son. And they're like, well, how is he being dangerously neglectful? By serving spaghetti instead of turkey for Thanksgiving. She said, I wish... I was making this up.
This is sad. Yeah. And they file papers. They go through it. And again, like everything else, it's not free. It's like you're paying for this. It's crazy.
Yep. If you have your own crazy story, we like to hear. I mean, these are real ones, but it's more fun to hear from you. 47142 started off with Real Radio.
I saw one of my buddies last night I haven't seen in a long time, and he was telling me, and this happens too. It's not the first time I heard it. Him and his ex got divorced, and she married her divorce lawyer.
Oh, yeah. That's seen that story many times.
See, that would piss me off. I mean, if that happened, because this guy's getting half your money, and then he marries your wife, and wow. And I'm like, whatever happened?
Well, at least you know where the money went.
Yeah, they're in cahoots. I might have to go 2 for 1 on that when I'm out of the country. 877-927-6969. If you got any crazy stories that you heard of or being petty, where people are fighting over something maybe worth $200.
And I love this pro tip because this is a silly one. Another couple argued over something so stupid, as we mentioned, some silly things, microwave. This one was Christmas ornaments for 4 months. And they're like, pro tip. And I agree. If you're ever in a divorce setting or if it's about to happen, saying, sure, take it is infinitely cheaper than your invoice would be otherwise. Just letting him just take it and buy a new one. Instead, you're just spending thousands upon thousands dragging this out over something so silly.
But like I said before, it's the anger. I've seen people go through it. I see my dad go through it on the second time, and you're so pissed and mad. And then you got the lawyer calling you up. You know what I mean? That's one thing. Like if you never went through stuff with a lawyer, a lot of people don't realize this, and people do, but a lot of people don't. Every time you call a lawyer, you're paying. And then all of a sudden you get a bill at the end of the month. You're like, what the hell is this?
This one's fun. I haven't done a divorce case in over 15 years, but the last one I did, the husband slept with the wife's sister and then married the sister.
Oh.
The wife responded by marrying his brother. Holidays must have been fun.
Oh, my God.
Fun holidays.
How does that happen?
Because they probably confide in each other. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Or she does it out of spite.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised, at least if the second one was out of spite.
Yep.
It's like those two, what was the newscasters that got fired?
I know who you're talking about, but I can't. I don't know. Stop my
and
head.
now their exes are dating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me.
But see, to me, that's more understandable than going after the brother because those two are confiding each other. They both got hurt. They both were cheated on with the couple that's now together.
I bet
so
that's
you go and you talk, and that's probably more common than you would think.
But would you reach? I would never reach out to the person. Like, would you reach out to the person?
I
and say,
probably would.
Yeah, like
just so you can talk S together about the two of us.
Yeah, well, I hate to say it, but there's a pretty big common bond at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah, again, for me, I wouldn't do it, but it does happen. You know, I mean, that's the last person I would want to talk to.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, it's probably not super common, but
yeah,
I'm sure
I've heard it a couple times. I mean,
it's happened enough.
It has, and I have seen it too. Like even in my personal life, one of my good friends' situation where there was a cheating thing, and the people that were cheated upon, the husband, and it was a boyfriend and what am I trying to say? Anyways. Long story short, the two that got together that were being cheated upon the other, they got together to talk and just kind of be a shoulder to cry on whatever. They didn't end up being a couple, but they ended up becoming very close friends because of it.
Oh yeah, well that friends are different.
But
than
that's what I'm saying. But it can turn romantically.
Oh, yeah.
There must have been not the chemistry there, whatever it could have been, but they got very close.
Yeah, I think sometimes too you want to hear information like this happened or that happened. Like you remember that time at the business trip? That wasn't a business trip. They were in Jamaica. You know, shooting deer. I mean, oh, really? You're like, oh, I thought he was on a business trip. Crazy. Basically, just be careful out there.
Just be careful.
Don't get married.
Don't get married, right? Basically, I guess.
Divorce sucks. I don't care what anybody says. I don't know. The person who wants it, yeah. You know, then it's okay. But for most time, it sucks, and you lose. Fran, we got some Florida stories. Anything with machetes or cantaloupes?
No, nothing with but we have a Florida
I'm
woman
not coming back then.
who I'm going to let you know why she used a very large magnet for a couple of crimes. Then this is a good one. If you've not seen this on social media, I will have this posted for you. There is I'm guessing drunk. We don't know for sure because she didn't get arrested. But there's a drunk. We're going to call her Road Rage Karen. And you'll see how she nearly, she almost drove over herself.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. And then we have a Florida woman pulled over, and then they found a secret compartment. Yes, they did. I'll let you know what they found there in your Florida stories when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Hey, good morning. Checking out a crash here on Banning Boulevard at Quadro Boulevard. Avoid that area. As for 95, the Turnpike, we're looking pretty good so far. Currently accident-free. Got some road work here on Lakeview Avenue westbound after Flagler Drive that'll be blocking your left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Are you ready for a new job? Express Employment Professionals helps tens of thousands of people find jobs every year and never charges a fee. Find your next job with Express Employment. Go to ExpressPros.com to find your location. That's ExpressPros.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Duffy's Sports Grill is your headquarters for all the summer soccer action. Enjoy ice-cold 2-for-1 drinks, 7 new exciting menu items, including sandwiches, sliders, and tacos. Don't forget about Duffy's fan favorites, including half-pound certified Angus beef burgers, fall-off-the-bone baby back ribs, fresh salads, and delicious pastas. With over 80 TVs at every location, you'll never miss a goal! Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more.
At Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hi, my name's Tim Forehand. I'm a deputy sheriff. In my job, keeping in shape is important. I've tried other products to get my weight down, but nothing has worked like Android 400. In just 3 months, I've dropped 51 pounds, down from 230 to 179. Plus, the weight's come off in the stomach area. I've gone from a snug 36-inch waist to a 32-inch waist, which I was in high school. I highly recommend the Android 400 to all my friends.
Guys, are you frustrated because no matter how hard you try, it seems impossible to lose stubborn belly fat? Then discover why thousands of men each month rely on Andro 400. Lose belly fat, gain energy and confidence, and feel great about yourself. Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Broken bricks, falling fences, damaged doors, Gorilla Glue. Of course. It's incredibly strong and 100% waterproof and bonds, well, virtually everything. While you're at it, look for Gorilla Tape, a heavy-duty double-thick duct tape, and Gorilla Super Glue, great for all your quick fixes and repairs. There's also Gorilla Epoxy, Gorilla Wood Glue, Gorilla Construction Adhesive, of course. You get it. If you can break it, Gorilla can fix it. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have a plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan can take advantage of market gains but protect you from market losses. Discover how to do all three with a free consultation at 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Enjoy the greatest 70s and 80s smooth, soft rock. Just open the app, search Yacht Rock, and listen now. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. We're starting to see some of that cloud cover clear up, allowing our temperatures to warm a little bit more rapidly as we head throughout the early parts of the afternoon. Heat index values topping out in the triple digits up to 112 degrees this afternoon, and a heat advisory is in effect until 6 p.m.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
At FPL, we're working every day year-round for storm season. To get ready, visit fpl.com/storm for a storm guide and download the FPL mobile app for real-time updates. FPL, working for you every single day.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword credit. at realradio921.com. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Olympic talk got me fired up. G-Man, one thing. Gabby Thomas is not running the 100. Gabby Thomas is running the 200. Okay, we got Melissa Jefferson and Sha'Carri Richardson in the 100. Those girls are quick. Gabby Thomas is crushing the 200. Don't forget about Noah Lyles. And of course, Sydney McLaughlin is going to crush everybody in the 400. And remember this name for swimming. Leon Marchand. Whatever he's swimming, bet it to win.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Jeremy, thank you for always tuning in and laying down some opinions. Thank you so much. And the best pool guy in Palm Beach County, Jeremy, does a great job. One of the best, let's put it that way. I don't want to offend anybody. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey.
And it's time for our first batch of Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Terrible situation happened at a Daytona Beach resort. There is a 31-year-old dude who has been arrested. The reason why, this guy identified as Brandon Gilmore, he's facing felony charges of aggravated child abuse. So the mom of this 4-year-old kid meets Brandon. She's on vacation, having a good time. And they said that before this incident, she met him approximately 5 hours before it happened. And the incident happened at 8 p.m. The man told the mom that he was going to take the kid outside to play and scare him a little bit. The heck does that mean? Yeah, this is a stranger, mind you. They just only know each other 5 hours. Yeah, I'm going to take him outside. I'm going to play and I'm going to scare him a little bit. And she's like, okay, sure, have some fun.
Great, Mom.
Then he proceeds to hold the child upside down by his legs over the balcony.
Oh, my God.
He dropped the kid. Witnesses saw it happen. The kid fell 2 stories to the ground. Witnesses says he was just swinging in and playing with them, all this stuff. And then all of a sudden he let him go and he had him by 1 foot. And then the kid slipped right out from him, fell directly on his head on the concrete. No grass.
Wow.
Yep.
No. Is he okay?
He went to the hospital. He will be okay, but pretty bad as it is right now. They said it was a pretty hard hit. They said his face turned bright purple. Obviously was getting no oxygen. It was just not a good situation. There was surveillance video that captured the incident, showing him. The video shows Gilmore exiting a hotel room, holding the child normally in his arms before holding him over the balcony by one leg. It also shows him dropping the child head first. They said that when the witness said that the child's mom ran downstairs, they were just all down all around him, trying to make sure he was okay. People were screaming. Everyone's like, don't touch him, don't touch him. The mom did pick the child up off the floor, took him back into the room. He was rushed to the hospital. They said it was a pretty serious fall. Right now, the kid is say he's still in the hospital. We don't necessarily know the condition, but yes, absolutely devastating. The Department of Children and Families took a report incident of it, and now, of course, he's been charged with aggravated child abuse, thinking that he was having some fun with the kid, ended up turning into a very terrible situation.
So sad.
Yep. And I've seen people do this.
Hang kids over balconies?
Yeah, thinking it's fun. Good times.
No.
Good times.
No.
Uh-huh. And then we have a Florida woman who... normal traffic stop. She got pulled over. She was in South Carolina. This is a resident from Orlando. Her name is Carmen. And they said that she was pulled over speeding on I-95. And deputies during the traffic stop developed reasonable suspicion that there was some criminal activity going on. And I want to know what that reasonable suspicion was. And they conducted a consent search of the vehicle. So when they did, they found what they called an aftermarket compartment in the vehicle, also known as a trap. I guess, if you're in the drug
Right.
world.
Oh, and you hide
A trap.
All right.
Yep. So sheriffs said that they've seen these before. It's not their first rodeo. And a lot of times they're used to transport illegal drugs.
Well, whoever makes them, they don't do a very good job.
No,
huh?
they don't. I mean, they do. It was an aftermarket compartment. Like, it's one of those things that you think you're hiding it. So, yeah, they said that normally they're used to transport illegal drugs. Well, that was this case was the same. Deputies found 3 kilos of cocaine hidden inside of the compartments. That's about 6.6 pounds, if you're wondering. They said it was about $450,000 worth of cocaine.
Jesus.
Uh-huh. Yep. So she was booked right away, all because of a silly traffic stop. Now she's going to be in jail for a long time. And then if you have
She
not...
just said, that's not mine.
It's not mine.
How'd I get there? I just bought this car. Wow, that's
I
crazy.
never saw that compartment before.
Right?
They didn't tell me that at the dealership. That's crazy. You think they would have told me that, right, officer?
How'd you open that?
Can you do it again slower?
And then we have a Florida woman who was arrested after using what they call a very large magnet to steal several items. Rebecca Fleming is facing all kinds of stuff, including a count of possession of an anti-shoplifting device. Interesting. The discovery appeared to be an unintentional turn of fortune, they say. She was pulled over while she was the passenger on a red moped that was stopped for a traffic violation. During the traffic stop, police realized that she had a warrant out for her arrest. Then the woman was searched, and officers discovered that she had multiple bags containing clothing that had locking devices on them. They're like, those aren't supposed to be on there. Aren't they supposed to take those off? And they did
They're not mine.
And then they did a more thorough search. Search of the bag show all the clothing had these locking devices on them, including the bags that contained them. So even the bags she had the clothes in that were stolen, she had locking devices on those.
Wow.
Uh-huh. They said that in the purse, there was also a very large magnet that was located. So she confessed after they read her Miranda rights, but and they said they told investigators that all the clothing as well as the bags were stolen from a Clearwater mall. She said that she left through the front doors without setting off the detectors. And she stated that she had used the device in the past and has been successful with removing the locking devices from the clothing. So they say that she went on to tell them that she's just telling them everything, that she went on to tell them that she had planned on using the device to remove all of the anti-theft devices that were still in the clothes and bags later that night. She also alleged that she brought the large magnet off of Amazon, so she told him where she got it from.
Perfect.
The court swiftly ordered the defendant to stay away from the mall.
Easiest investigation ever.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys to go out of your way.
But I love how they tell her. I love how they tell her to stay away from the mall. All right, you better stay away from malls.
That's your pun.
Yeah, they said that the defendant has not been charged with any actual theft offenses. What? She stole all that stuff. Was it because she was so forthcoming?
She was honest.
Yeah. They're like, you just stay away from a mall, okay?
Well, they didn't catch her stealing it, so they'll, what, do they charge her with possession of stolen items?
Yeah. But
I don't know. Again, you don't know what state and how the laws work. And
I didn't realize large magnets could take those things off. Not saying I'm going to go start stealing stuff, but I had no idea. And then finally here, I'm going to have this video up for you very, very soon. I'm working on it right now. I saw this yesterday. If you don't follow Only in Florida on Instagram, it's good. They even do like Only in Broward, Only in Miami-Dade. They do all kinds of stuff. But they're a good follow. And this is where I saw this one where there is what they call a road rage Karen. I know that's an old term. Who caught a dose, if you believe in karma, of instant karma. They believe she was drunk. And I believe she's drunk too. And you know it's in Florida. Looks like US 1 or A1A kind of area, and she's wearing a Miami Marlins hat.
Go Marlins!
But she got out of her car to confront another person who's filming it. The passenger, at least, is filming it. And when she does, she gets out of her car. She forgot to put her car in park.
I saw this video.
But at the time, she's yelling. Like you can hear her. And she's scolding the driver, and she's claiming, I have an 82-year-old man in the car as a passenger, like, because this dude's yelling at her. So she's saying she's got an 82-year-old. I think there's a kid in the car, too. And then this idiot gets out of the car while the car is not, she didn't put it in park. Wow. And it keeps on going. It hits the car in front, which is a parked car, hits the car in front of her. But as she's trying to stop it, she gets by the driver's side door. And it hits, and it just slams right on her body. I would not be surprised if because you could see She goes somehow, some way. She goes up to the SUV that she hit, talks herself out of like getting in trouble or hitting his car because you see him take off. Like, I don't know what she said to him. You see him take off, and then she makes a right and just goes off on her merry way. But that slam between her, the car, her door, and her in the middle, and it looks like, I don't know, broken ribs, fingers, something. And it also looks like it smacks her in the face.
Wow.
You can see that video probably in about 5 minutes.
In the face.
Real Radio, realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. Yeah. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. These are going to be some hard ones to top. Very unique out there, Florida. Way to rock and roll and get it done like you always do.
Well, you think any of those people in those stories have any regrets?
Yeah,
Yes.
oh, yeah, I'm sure all of them do. Every
You
single
always
one of
regret
them.
anything you get caught.
If they don't, they should. Here's something that we've talked about the regrets, and I love the headline on this is Gen Z has hit the tattoo regret stage of life. So honestly, anybody that's had a tattoo and, every generation has had it, right? So I don't necessarily blame Gen Z on this. We've all had them. There's been, it doesn't matter what generation you're from. People get tattoos, they do things, and they regret it later in life. And this is another example of that thing. The oldest Gen Zers are in their late 20s now, and they're having the same realization we all have eventually. Maybe the decisions you made when you were a youth weren't so great. So USA Today did a big write-up on how a lot of Gen Zers are hitting the tattoo regret stage in their life, and it's been trending on TikTok, and we've gotten deeper into wedding season. For some reason that matters, because a lot of brides are venting how they didn't consider that their tattoos might clash with their wedding dress. Now, it's just one small group of people that would be affected by this.
I've heard that before. I've heard of brides with their bridesmaids have them like cover up their tattoos because they don't want them in their pictures.
Yeah. Yep. Regretting tattoos is obviously common, and not just with Gen Z. USA Today noted that millennials had to come to terms with them a little while ago. They're having those, Harry Potter and Disney tattoos that are out there. You're more likely to hear about it, though, because Gen Z is the first generation to talk about everything online, or the simple fact that there's so many easy ways to put it up on social media, right? Versus generations in the past. A popular influencer named Sarah Beth Clark spent tens of thousands of dollars on tattoos in her 20s. Her arms and chest are all covered, and she recently started having some of them removed. This is what her words are on the subject.
Imagine, if you will, that you put a shirt on once when you were in your 20s, and now you have to wear that for the rest of your life. And that is what it feels like to get heavily tattooed before you turn into a fully developed adult human. So I think if you asked almost anybody that's over 30, if they have a better idea of who they are in their 30s than they did in their 20s, they're going to be like, oh my God, yes. I have all of these tattoos that don't necessarily reflect who I am at 36. They might have reflected a moment in time in my 20s, maybe a moment in time that I was like not doing so well mentally. And now like I have adult problems. My aesthetic just does not match. No shade to the artists. Still get a ton of compliments on them. Just wish that they weren't on my body. I was told that I would regret my tattoos when I got older. I am older and I do regret my tattoos, and you might too.
Mm-hmm. And she didn't want to admit that the older people that told her that she would regret it were right.
Yeah.
So, and unfortunately that's something that happens. Tattoo is probably one of the biggest ones that people hear about as far as a regret. Sometimes you get them when you're not in the right frame of mind.
Sure.
Just being young itself can be it as well. But it's still out there, and it's starting to hit this generation as well. And it's not just the ones that are mistakes, like there were
It's true.
no
but
regrets.
I have noticed the people who do get them at a younger age. I got my first one at 28. My last one, I was 40. So I waited a bit. And I think that if I would have got them at 18, 19, 20, I probably would have done something stupid and regretted it too. So I feel like I actually, it's one of those things where I thought about it. I didn't go into a place and be like, and go through a book and be like, I want that.
Yeah, you were
I thought about what I wanted. I didn't go in drunk.
Yeah. A lot of people
Which a lot of people do.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting whacked.
And that's a bad artist.
Yeah,
because
they should
an
allow
artist should not be tattooing you when you're intoxicated. Not just for the simple fact of I might be making a bad decision for what they're going to get, but the simple fact that you bleed more. I mean, health-wise, it's bad.
In Vegas, I'm sure that happens a lot. People are banged up and they go get a tattoo on Fremont Street or someplace like that, Bourbon Street. I mean, in New Orleans, I'm sure people just get banged up and hang out there and get them.
Oh, spring break. Spring break.
Yeah.
You know how many drunk tattoos probably happened during college spring break?
What is it over on
Even
the
high
neck?
school spring break.
Yeah.
A lot. So I got a text 47142. We were talking about divorce attorneys and some of their crazy things that they've seen, petty things going on during divorces. And they said this is not a divorce, but when Mariah Carey and her fiance, the billionaire dude, when they broke their engagement, she sued him, which I did not read, for $50 million as an inconvenience fee.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry.
An inconvenience fee.
So he must have broke up with her.
For inconveniencing my life. Like, what does that even mean? So it wasn't even a divorce. They just broke off the engagement, which is crazy. So,
he probably took the ring back.
and then I do have a story that led into a divorce. We've talked about, and I don't know, Jimmy, if you brought this up, and I'm sorry if you did, because this story just made its rounds again because it sounds so familiar, and I know sometimes you have stories like this. But yes, there is a woman who found that her husband was cheating on her in a very interesting way. So they say, imagine scrolling through Facebook and stumbling across a wedding registry of your legal husband.
Can't.
With another woman. Well, there's at least one person in Houston that doesn't have to imagine it. The wife, who only wanted to be identified as Tammy, said I would Tammy, but she will tell his name. His name is Marcus Andrew Shorten.
Sure, he's going to go.
Call his ass out.
Yeah.
So she's a current wife to this guy.
Yes.
He's allegedly engaged to somebody else,
Yes.
and there's a wedding registry online.
yes.
The wife found.
She found
wow.
it.
Did she buy him a gift?
She found it, but that's what she said. Scrolling through Facebook, stumbling across this wedding registry. I'm like, how does that even happen? But anyways, they were married in 2012, separated in 2019. She says he didn't want a divorce because he didn't want his family to think he was a failure. So you have to wonder what his family's going to think about this third-degree felony charge of bigamy now he's facing. This is what they say.
Not gonna be happy.
So this was on the route, and she just sees another woman, and it's like you had to have been friends or maybe
some contact.
Some kind that you saw this woman's registry on
Yeah.
Facebook. To me, it was very interesting, or maybe they have a mutual friend. I don't know how that pops up. But yeah, they said this man learned the hard way that he was marrying Marcus, another woman, after seeing a post for a wedding registry.
People you may know.
And it says on Facebook, yeah, maybe.
So it might have been that somehow because
Your
there's,
ex-husband.
as a friend.
Your husband.
So the wedding registry was on Facebook, December 2023. Tammy says the post was especially shocking because, her and Marcus were still married. She said that, this guy likes to get married because Tammy, who busted him, she's his third wife. Oh. And the two got married in 2012.
This guy's a glutton.
Yeah.
Does it say how old he is?
It doesn't.
Oh, because that matters.
Here we go. He's 53.
All right, 53, 3 times.
Does it matter?
Well, if it's somebody's young and they're married 3 times, like in their 20s or 30s, that would be a red flag to me. 53, maybe somebody got whacked, somebody died, somebody, joined the Friend Fortune Legion. I don't know. But 3 times.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, she wanted to separate because the registry for 2023, 2019, she wanted to be done, and they separated. But she wanted to divorce him, and he was like, "No, we're not getting divorced. I'm not going to be a failure." Huh?
Probably one of the gifts.
What does that have to do with her wanting a divorce?
Wasn't he on the registry? You said the new one. That's how she caught him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but the one that caught him is the one that wanted a divorce.
Oh, okay.
They separated in 2019. She wanted a divorce. That's why they were just separated, not divorced.
Okay.
Because he said no. He didn't want the family to think that he was a failure, a failure to the marriage.
Okay.
But they found a marriage license for his fourth bride, the one that, so eventually he did marry her.
Right, okay.
But they were unable to find any documentation that he divorced his Tammy girl.
Ah, all right.
So
they were at least in the process thereof getting separated, divorced, even though he really didn't want to. Though.
Yeah, he refused a divorce.
Then.
He refused it, and so that's why they never got divorced.
But that was in 2019.
And then he went ahead and got married. But in 2023, he got married, but they still didn't divorce, and they couldn't find any documentation that he divorces Tammy lady.
Oh wow,
the one who wrote in.
So is this marriage even valid?
They said because,
I was gonna say.
and that's why they said that's why he is now being charged with bigamy, this is in Texas,
okay.
a third-degree felony.
We didn't let you finish.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
So now he's being charged with bigamy, which is a third-degree felony according to Texas law,
Right.
which could come with up to 10 years in prison.
Oh, she'll wait for him.
Uh-huh.
But they got the microwave on the registry.
So if you get married and you're still married, I don't even know if it's valid.
I don't think it is.
You know
That's
what I
why
mean?
he's going. That's why he's being charged with a crime.
Jesus, come on, dude.
Well,
get divorced.
it's illegal to do it, but does that now? What's your legal obligation as far as the marriage is concerned?
I don't know.
You know, is it still a legally binding marriage between either one of them? You would imagine that the first one would still be and the second one wouldn't, but again, what's Texas law?
Yeah, that's a weird. You know what I mean? It's a question. Like, is it even valid? You know, I mean, you're already married. You can't marry two people.
Like that one, which is the fourth wife, right?
Uh-huh.
So if they're not technically married, right? She's finds out about all this stuff because I'm assuming she didn't know anything about the other relationship.
I would hope so because that Tammy one, the one who was talking about that's how she was on Facebook, found the registry. She is the one who busted him. She's the one who even got the law involved, and that's what she said. She said that he needs to pay for his actions. Not only did he ruin her life, but his new wife's in the process.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And she said that he needed to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
He's going to be.
Yeah,
It sounds like it.
It sounds like he's going to get popped.
There are kids involved, did you say?
I believe so.
I mean, you know you're married. You still go get married again? What the hell are you thinking? It's crazy. It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. We'll come back in a few minutes with a trifecta and some Doobie Brothers tickets for tomorrow night's show. It's going to be an awesome show. Doobie Brothers, baby, and Real Radio's giving it to you. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
People are mourning the end of the vehicle. First, it was the muscle car dying, and now it's gas-powered vehicles, at least in California by 2035. Here's what you got to think if you're like, well, that's just California. We're free in Florida. We ain't going to do that here. Kiss my ass. If you I didn't mean to get so aggressive.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Got a crash here on Okeechobee Boulevard that'll be westbound at Haverhill. Avoid that area. 95 and the Turnpike are looking good so far, accident-free, and roadwork on Lakeview Avenue westbound at Flagler Drive blocking the left lane. That's traffic. I'm Ricky Rousseau.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need a quick oil change? Hi, I'm Keaton. Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. You can stay in your car for a quality oil change in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed. We make it easy. Drive in, drive out, drive happy. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hayes the Greek, Monroe's of Palm Beach, Wizards and Wands, huge event, 500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus prize raffles all night long. Monroe's of Palm Beach, open till 5 a.m. It's Saturday, July 13th, Wizards and Wands. It's a big event. Stop by. You'll see a beautiful lady, enjoy a great night, and open till 5 a.m. It's Wizards and Wands with 500 cash on the line. Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies all the time. The magic is there every night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Tired of routine Walgreens trips? Get rewarded for shopping with Drop. With Drop, you can earn free gift cards on groceries, gas, and more. Download Drop now and use code DROP55 to get $5 in points. Join Drop today.
Has a loved one left you a classic car to sell? Introducing GMTVCC.com. Give me the Ben's new classic and collector car buying service. Whether it's a 1988 Fox Body Mustang or your granddad's 1985 square body Chevy truck, GMTVCC.com has got you covered. Their experienced pro buyers will appraise and offer real money for your classic or collector car, and you get paid now. No consignments, no auctions, just quick and easy cash. And they love resto mods. That's only at GMTVCC.com. Give me the Ben's new division for classic and collector cars.
Yikes. It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Duffy's Sports Grill is your headquarters for all the summer soccer action. Enjoy ice-cold 2-for-1 drinks, 7 new exciting menu items, including sandwiches, sliders, and tacos. Don't forget about Duffy's fan favorites, including half-pound certified Angus beef burgers, fall-off-the-bone baby back ribs, fresh salads, and delicious pastas. With over 80 TVs at every location, you'll never miss a goal! Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more.
At Duffy's, our game is always on.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
The wait is over. Dell Technologies Black Friday and July deals are live. Check out incredible savings on select laptops and more, like the XPS 15, powered by Intel Core processors. The XPS 15 brings you the perfect balance of power and portability, plus stellar visuals and immersive sound. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to exceptional tech and electronics, plus free shipping on everything. Don't miss out on Black Friday and July savings at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
For more information about contests on this station, visit RealRadio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain for iHeart Women's Sports, presented by Elf Beauty. The U.S. women's water polo team will go for an unprecedented 4th consecutive gold medal at the Paris Olympics, led by Captain Maggie Steffens, considered the best women's water polo player on Earth. Steffens, the last remaining member of the U.S. 2012 gold medal winning team, set a new Olympic record at the Tokyo Games for the most goals scored by an individual player in Olympic competition. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts.
When it comes to women in sports, Elf Beauty is all about leveling the playing field. The same goes for the boardroom, where Elf is one of only 4 publicly traded U.S. companies with a board that's 2/3 women and 1/3 diverse. Learn more at elfbeauty.com.
The Medal of Honor is the highest military decoration in the United States. Since it was established in 1861, there have been 3,517 people awarded with the medal. I'm Malcolm Gladwell, and our new podcast from Pushkin Industries and iHeartMedia is about those heroes. Listen to Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Medal of Honor, Stories of Courage.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way Mo Better. MoBetterGarage.com.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in The Penthouse on a Tuesday. Your opportunity in a few minutes to win tickets for Doobie Brothers. That concert tomorrow night with Michael McDonald. It is going to be a great event and a great time. And it's on us for you at 11:45. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time for a Greek's Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
If you leave now, you can catch the first pitch. Yankees are in Tampa for the next couple days, taking on Tampa. Yankees and Tampa. Next week is the All-Star game, so this is it, the last week before the little break in baseball. Halfway point. But if you want to go see the Yankees, get up to Tampa. You can leave now and be there for the first pitch. Men's Olympics basketball team, Jason Tatum, NBA All-Star and champion, is going to wear number 10 in honor of Kobe Bryant. That's what the number Kobe wore when he played for the U.S. Olympics and won a gold medal. So he's very excited to do it. That is his idol, and he's going to wear number 10. The Olympics opening ceremonies are July 26th. That'll be here in about 2 weeks as they kick off the Olympics in Paris. In Paris. That'll be an awesome time. And before you know it, it will be football time. Dolphins open up training camp July 28th. Wimbledon is on as we speak. And yesterday, the Joker won the second round and had some nice words for the crowd. Afterwards, he said, "You guys are not going to get to me. I played in worse places. And if you know what, are against me, I hope you have a good night." That was the audio. I can maybe ask Jimmy to get it for us later. But Joker came back at some fans who were trying to give him a hard time at Wimbledon. But to no avail, he ended up winning and playing very good. We'll see if he keeps advancing and possibly gets to the finals. And that is your Greeks Trifecta for lunchtime. Peace.
A man and a woman in Boston had dinner at a place in Chinatown last weekend, and they tried to dine and dash.
Ooh, what happened?
The woman was 24 years old. Her name was Zaire Alexander. And after they ate, she went to the bathroom, and the dude walked out. Then she started to walk out, too. Well, that's when employees saw her, and they went after her, and they were able to get a hold of her. She pulled out a gun.
Oh, my God.
And it was a pink Glock. Pointed it at one of the employees. He was able to wrestle it away from her, fortunately, so she just took off, right? After that happened, she's like, oh, got my gun, got everything, boom. Well, guess what she left behind?
Her phone?
A Social Security card had fell out of her wallet. And, well, guess what? We know who you are.
And not just the last four digits.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep, she has in the scuffle. It looks like she dropped it. She turned herself in the next day. I guess she knew that it happened, so might as well. She's facing charges for carrying a loaded firearm, carrying a firearm without a license, unlawful possession of ammunition, assault and battery on an elderly person, and defrauding an innkeeper. Wow. It's not clear if the guy was charged with anything, but well, she certainly got busted because that card fell out of her wallet. Oh, boy, too bad.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that feeling. Oh, God. Yeah, I can't believe
I would have gotten away.
I got no luck.
Can I have my gun back?
Over a free meal. That's what it really comes down to. A free meal trying to get out.
Pretty much.
Trying to just get out and not pay maybe. I bet you the tab wasn't even $100. Wow, that is a crazy story. 877-927-6969. On the docket today, you can always ask us anything you want, but petty divorce stories where you maybe fought with somebody over something that was so crazy and it cost you so much more money. The minute it goes past what something's worth is when you stop. You're like, all right, I can't do it. I don't care what it is. It could be a grill. And you're like, I spent $300. I'm spending way more on a lawyer. You don't need it. You just don't need it. I mean, when there's cheating involved, though, there's a lot of anger, and people are pissed off and everything like that. So it's hard for people to be rational about it. But when you think about all the amount of money you're spending, Jesus, that is just so crazy. People just don't stop. They just don't. It's more of a pride thing, an ego thing. 877-927-6969. That is the number for you guys to call in. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142, or you can email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Those are the ways that you guys can always get involved in the show. In a few minutes, you're going to have your opportunity to win tickets for Doobie Brothers. Tonight at New York Prime is the Red Meat Lovers event. Make sure if you go to their website, check it out. I know there was a few tickets left this morning, just a few. This thing is almost completely sold out. So if you want to go to this great event tonight, you'll love the food, and there's a ton of it at New York Prime. I will be there parking cars from 6:30 to 8. That's my first shift. But Red Meat Lovers having another big event for a charity, and these guys do a great thing. Evan called in, our good friend, always helping the community and charity. So tonight, I think it's around 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, New York Prime. Go to their website, redmeatloversclub.com, and get more information. They were asking me last night, hey, is Franny coming? I said, Franny's not coming. I think we could have really leveraged some stuff with him, and you could have ended up going there. But we didn't do it. Franny's too nice, and she said no.
I didn't say no yet.
Oh, okay.
It's a thought.
It's a thought. It's a possibility. Evan, if you're listening, call in. Up the ante. And let us know.
He doesn't have to up the ante. They do enough. I mean, if you look at what they're offering, it is plenty. I'm silly for not going.
Again, it's not in the backyard. Yeah, it's a little bit of a haul for you, being up in Palm Beach Gardens. 877-927-6969. Beverly Hills Cop did come out last week on Netflix and did get some good reviews.
It's okay.
Did you see it?
I did.
And what did you think?
It was okay.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. How was Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon is great.
Yeah.
And what he does. I'm not ruining anything. He's not a good guy, but he's good. But
he's a bad guy.
Kevin Bacon's a great actor. And it's never going to be as good as the first two. I think that's it. I think the humor it was funny. It was cute. It was, right. But I enjoyed it. I wasn't like, I was done watching and going, I can't believe I wasted all that time. And it's not super long either. I watched it, the whole thing, and I enjoyed it. It just wasn't great.
Okay.
Yes, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, it's getting great reviews. It really is.
That's my personal opinion.
From a lot of people. Now, were a lot of the ones...
I think I was expecting a lot of laugh out loud moments.
Yeah, because of the hype. A lot of the people from 1 and 2 were in it, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was the guy in it that worked in the gallery?
Yes.
He was in it?
Yep.
Oh, wow. He was so funny. I forget his name.
Isn't that the guy from Perfect Strangers?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He played Balky.
Yeah.
He looks a lot, the same but different, because I'm looking at him going, how, yeah, oh, that's him in the new one.
Okay.
But I watch it. I thought, like I said, I liked it.
Yeah.
I just thought I was going to like it more.
It's probably not a spoiler. Is he still working in an art gallery?
He's still got that kind of job, yes.
But okay.
Yes.
He works at Apple now.
I don't want you to
like they're in a
anything.
mansion situation and stuff, so he's still the kind of art
guy.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, a couple of my friends said it was very good. 3 was terrible, but they said
I don't think I ever saw 3.
Oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was like an amusement park. It was just looked like they put it together in 2 hours. 3 sucked, but this one they said is good. And it's getting some notice. And people are saying it's good. Lady Gaga is going to be in the Joker 2. And we talked about it, but I didn't realize that the trailer's out for that. And her director has given her great reviews, saying Oscar worthy for her in the Joker 2. And also Joker 2, a lot of music in that movie, which is something you might not expect. Maybe that's why they went with Lady Gaga. But yeah, she is the Joker.
So it's going to be a musical.
He didn't say musical. He just said the article I read was a lot of music in the movie. So we'll see what happens. But it's supposed to be great. That comes out in October. Jimmy, who's on hold?
We have David on the line. David, welcome to the Penthouse.
Good afternoon.
What's up, David?
Howdy do. So, Beverly Hills Cop. You liked it, Franny?
I liked it. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't understand all this. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
I want to see it. It's only on Netflix. Is it going to go to theaters eventually?
I don't think so. Netflix buys the rights to stuff like that.
And what it's pertaining?
I didn't understand what you said. Pertaining, what it's meaning, regarding.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. You know, I just don't like the whole idea of movies. Well, there's something special about going to a movie theater. I mean, it's a social event. The sound is no matter how much you replicate it at home. No matter how much you try to replicate it at home, it's not the same.
Well, yeah, of course that. I think this is going to the movies, though. Not in a lot of theaters, but I did read it's going to be released in the movies, but not in a lot.
Really?
That's what I thought I read, yeah.
Okay, you could be right. I don't know. I thought when Netflix did something like that, like they owned it.
Right.
They do, but I did read an article where I'm almost sure they said they're going to release it. Yeah, in some theaters.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just it bugs me. It's not the same. It's another one of those. You know, if it wasn't for COVID, there never would have happened. And it's just, this whole thing of movies going directly to video is just, it reminds me of like those old, like not the old, but like those things you'd watch in like at hotels if you weren't watching porn. All those direct to videos and direct on demand stuff. It's not right. Movies are meant to be in theaters.
It's all about the money. I know, and we're seeing it now with the NFL.
Sure.
Now so the only way you can watch it is streaming these days. It does.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Now, with my Red Sox, my Red Sox are on fire.
They're playing good. People thought they were going to have a good season. A couple of their young guys are really hitting the hell out of it.
We took 2 out of 3 from your Yankees over the weekend. I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yankees are playing terrible. They haven't played good in the last 3 weeks. No pitching.
Yeah.
Soto's been a little bit quiet, so I wasn't surprised. I was surprised the Red Sox didn't sweep them. They had that one day where they got bombed out, but they've been playing good, Boston.
Yeah. But now the issue is whether or not that decrepit Mantna owner, John Henry, is going to be willing to invest in the team, because as well as they've been playing lately, they still have some glaring holes. And Henry has just been steadfast in his belief, in his desire to not invest in the team, and he is just drawing the ire of Red Sox Nation up in Boston. I listen to the sports radio there too.
Yeah,
and I can't. He's killing me. And if I saw him walking down the street, I would ask him for his autograph and then tear it up in front of him.
I'm sure he would like that.
No, I'm sure he would. And then I would hand it back to him, too, and call him all sorts of names. He's bugging me. He's killing me.
Well, it's a long season, and the Red Sox are playing good, so you got to be happy with that, David.
Yeah, we're happy with that, but they need to do more.
All right. We got to go because we got to do a giveaway, but keep rooting for the Sox. I think they're a good bet tonight.
I want to win. I want Doobie Brothers tickets.
Oh, you got to call back for that.
I want to see China Grove.
You got to call back for that. We're going to tell you when.
All right.
All right.
When?
Yeah, when?
All right, give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. You want to go see the Doobie Brothers? Yeah. With special guest, Robert Cray Band. That show is tomorrow night at, I think, Financial Amphitheater. It's going to have Michael McDonald will be the part of that as well. So give us a call right now, 877-927-6969, 877-927-6969. We're going to play a little game called Who's Most Likely To, and that's where Franny reads a scenario. The three of us vote amongst ourselves. Who's most likely to fit that scenario? And you have to guess who we voted for and get in the mind of the Penthouse. What do you think that we would answer if you want to go see the Doobie Brothers? That's how we're going to do it right now. Give us a call, 877-927-6969. For all you people that tried to jump the gun and call before we gave out the cue, now's the time to call. Now, please give us a call. Nice. I get some people lined up here. We'll get going in a minute.
Thank you, Jimmy. If you're a Dolphin fan and you're a fan of Tua and Waddle, this Sunday they will be in the Wellington Mall at Palm Beach Autographs, signing autographs. Waddle and Tua, great combination on the field, even a better combination in person. Wow, what a great ad. You guys should get there Sunday at 12 o'clock. Go to their website for more information. Palm Beach Autographs, doing it again. I went to one about 6 months ago. I saw Tariq Hill, very nice guy, hung out to the very end. A lot of people, but it was fun. But this is Sunday at 12 o'clock. It's Waddle and Tua I wonder if they're going to drive up in the same car. They're going to be signing autographs and hanging out and have a good time. I will be there also as I get ready for a great smoke coming up in October, and I think that's going to be a great prize. Waddle and Tua at Palm Beach Autographs this Sunday around 12 o'clock. Make sure you guys get out there and have yourself a great time. Palm Beach Autographs, always a good time, great place. And when you're buying stuff where there's signatures involved and autographs, you got to be with a reputable person. And guess what? Palm Beach Autographs is that, no doubt. A sponsor of Greek Gridiron over the last 20 years, which is unbelievable. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready. We're starting today's contest with Alan. He got through first. Alan, welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing today, buddy?
Good. How you guys all doing?
All right. Can't complain even a little bit.
Not really great.
I'm okay. We're
So
all
the
over
usual.
place. Yeah.
The usual.
All over the place.
All right, Alan, let's see if we can get you set up with these Doobie Brothers tickets tomorrow night at, I Think, Financial Amphitheater. You know how this game works. Franny's going to read a scenario. Just wait for us to vote who's most likely to fit that scenario, and then guess who we voted for. All right, buddy?
Got it.
All right, let's get this done. I have a good feeling that you're going to get this one and done. Just give us a moment to place our votes. Out of Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to break something in a store and then just walk away?
All right, we have our answer, Alan. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to break something in a store and then just walk away?
Franny.
Yeah! But that's wrong.
That's wrong. You didn't hear the pounding on the desk? I thought that was going to give it away.
Oh, my God.
I have never knocked over anything and walked away. I've knocked over stuff. If I break it, I pay for it. I'm not going to just walk away.
I think we would all pay for it.
You have to. You have no choice.
Sorry about that, Alan.
Sorry,
Better
Alan.
luck next time. Next up, we have Don on the line. Don, welcome to the Penthouse.
How we doing, guys?
We're doing great, Don. How about you, buddy?
Terrible. Doing terrible.
I'm all right.
Brady's like, all right. I got 2 more hours. And then I'm out of here. And then it's Utopia. Ask me at 5 after 2. Man, am I happy.
You big Doobie Brothers fan, Don?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's see if we can get you set up with a pair of tickets to go see them tomorrow night at, I Think, Financial Amphitheater. You know the drill. Franny's going to read a scenario. Just give us a minute. We got to vote amongst ourselves who's most likely to fit that scenario, and you have to guess who we voted for whenever you are ready, Franny.
I am ready. Yep, just give us a moment to place our votes. So out of Jimmy, Greek, or me, Franny, who's most likely to buy something ridiculous from a late-night infomercial?
All right, we have our answer, Don. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who's most likely to buy something ridiculous in a late-night infomercial?
I think I've heard this before. I think it's Franny.
Yeah.
Would be correct.
That's right. How's that best of the 80s album?
The only it's a soft rock.
Soft. Oh, I'm sorry.
How about that blender you bought that can change a flat tire? That's awesome.
That'd be cool.
By the way, I think the Doobie Brothers were on that album.
Definitely Michael McDonald solo was.
All right. Great job, Don. If you would hang tight for a couple of minutes when we go to break, I'm going to get back on the line with you. We'll get you set up with those tickets. All right, bud?
You got it. Thanks.
Congrats.
Thank you. We've talked about Dana White, who is a big, big gambler, and he loves blackjack, and he has his own yacht, which is unbelievable, private jet, the whole thing. But what is the one thing he always brings on all his trips? You would never believe it. It's not his favorite dog. It's not his children. It's not his wife. On all trips, he brings a blackjack dealer right from the casino. He goes to one of the casinos and he hires him, and he always comes on with him on his yacht or his plane because he loves to play cards that much. That is unbelievable. Imagine getting that gig and you're a dealer like in Vegas. You're going with Dana White today on a yacht, and you're going to go hang out, or you're going to go on a private jet and just deal cards. Wow. That's a good gig. There's no doubt about it. But he loves playing blackjack that much. We've talked about his stories where he said he's lost millions of dollars, and he's won big too. All gamblers are going to lose and win, but this is something that he packs all the time for his yacht or his private jets. He has a dealer on hand at all times. I'm sure they bring a table there, and they're ready to rock and roll with his friends and playing some serious, serious money. He said in the summers, couple of summers, that's where it really increases for him more. There's one summer he lost $20 million, and then there's another summer he won a ton. But, yeah, Dana White bringing his blackjack dealer with him. Not his chef, not his assistant, his blackjack dealer. He goes on a strip and grabs one from one of the major casinos and says, "You working tonight?" "No." "Well, now you are. Come with me." It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Don't forget, $1,000 start again. So it's the keyword. Make it happen. Win $1,000. Our bosses love it when we give away $1,000. It's awesome. It's cash. Who doesn't want some extra cash in your pocket? It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. We'll come back with This Day in History and so much more on the Penthouse on Real Radio. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Our travel times look good along our Palm Beach expressways. Not seeing any major delays if you're traveling the Turnpike or 95. We do have an accident in West Palm Beach. This is Okeechobee Boulevard westbound at Haverhill Road. And make sure you slow down for pedestrians on the ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Celebrate July 4th with the hottest deals at Lowe's. Bring some color to your garden. Get 2 select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for $10. In-store only. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Actual plant size and selection varies by location while supplies last.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
You're a Florida homeowner. You understand severe weather. But did you know that everyday elements like sun, rain, heat, and humidity can also wreak havoc on your home? From hurricanes to heat waves, StormSmart can protect your home 365 days a year. With storm catcher screens, aluminum shutters, and impact windows and doors. They're each designed to look great, increase your living space, and provide the protection you deserve. Because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
2 guys, 5 rings. Yes. One essential podcast for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers host a new podcast that's all about the athletes.
You gotta get your head in the game, as Zac Efron once said.
And the culture.
Not French. Well, I have no association with the nation of France. But you did live in Montreal.
Of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Listen to 2 Guys, 5 Rings on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app. Search 2 Guys, 5 Rings and start listening.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Enjoy the greatest 70s and 80s smooth, soft rock. Just open the app, search Yacht Rock, and listen now. iHeartRadio, free, never sounded so good.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Call. We're starting to see some of that cloud cover clear up, allowing our temperatures to warm a little bit more rapidly as we head throughout the early parts of the afternoon. Heat index values topping out in the triple digits up to 112 degrees this afternoon, and a heat advisory is in effect until 6 p.m.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your car, home, motorcycle, commercial auto, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at progressive.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. When's the last time you checked your 401k? Do you really know what you're investing in? Do you really know if your money's working for you every day? Call Trajan Wealth today at 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Sit down with one of our experts and look at your 401k. See what you have. Let them figure out a plan so you can reach your goals so you can enjoy your retirement. Because every day your money should be working for you. Trajan Wealth. Offices in West Palm Beach. Give them a call today, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. Your 401k should be working for you every day. Trajan Wealth can help you make the right decisions and investments. Offices in West Palm Beach. Call them today, 561-390-1000. It's your money. It should be working for you. Peace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
From hurricanes to heat waves, Florida homeowners have seen it all. That's why they trust StormSmart. Stormcatcher screens, shutters, and impact windows provide year-round protection because smart is made to last. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword grand at realradio921.com. That's grand. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Just a little add-on to your Greeks trifecta, G. I believe that the reason that Kobe chose number 10 for international play is because he was a huge soccer fan. And most of the time on the international stage, if you wear number 10 for your soccer team, you are the big dog, El Capitan, the Mamba of the team. So I believe that's why Kobe chose number 10 for international play. And if anybody can refute that, burn the tape, Mission Impossible style. Peace.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I love that burn the tape. I came up with that a long time ago. Our picks are there. We win, keep them. We lose, burn them. Thank you, Jeremy, for your background of the Kobe number 10. I did not know that. I thought it was just a number he grabbed because, again, these guys usually don't pick the numbers that they wear during the season. Sometimes they do. I think LeBron is 6 for the Olympics. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey.
Hey. How about some fun facts about...
Well, we're going to have fun facts about Wimbledon.
It's Fanny's Fun Facts. You're going to say women. I was like,
no,
oh, really?
Wimbledon. So I found some interesting facts about it because we've done these before, but these are new to me, so they are quite random. And I'll throw some that we do know. But the championship, as the multi-competition tournament is formally known, are one of the oldest sporting events in the world, first held in 1877. Tickets then just cost 1 English shilling, equivalent to about 10 cents at the time,
Wow.
10 U.S. cents.
That's a good bargain.
Yeah, compared to how much it costs today. I don't know, how much is a ticket to Wimbledon? I feel like it'd be pricey.
Yeah, it is.
I know the.
I would imagine.
I knew the U.S. Open
Oh, forget
is
that.
very expensive in New York.
Oh, my God. It's one of the most expensive things you can ever go to. Their food and stuff is crazy.
Mm-hmm. We have on here, and I'm just trying to give you some very rando facts. Around 6,000 staff members make what they call Wimbledon or championship run very smoothly. This includes 250 ball boys and girls. 22 massage therapists. And,
nice.
and yeah, they also have physical therapists that help you there.
Oh, that's nice.
I like this. They call a very symmetrical 360 umpires and line judges and their managers, 2 podiatrists, and 400 housekeeping staff, and 2,200 catering staff on top of that. Approximately 61,700 pounds of strawberry and more than 10,000 liters of fresh cream are consumed during the tournament. You know, that's their jam.
Yeah.
They do strawberries and cream. Strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a big thing over there.
Sounds yummy. I'm hungry. Can we go?
Sounds delicious.
There you go. Would you go to Wimbledon if you had a free chance or the Olympics?
Free chance? Oh, I'd Olympics.
Yeah.
All the way, yeah.
What about you, Franny?
Which one?
Olympics or Wimbledon?
Since I've already done the Olympics, I guess I'll pick Wimbledon.
I really want to go. Oh, my God.
Wow.
What a coincidence.
Look at us.
And I've got strawberries and cream.
Winning.
What an unbelievable day.
The shortest person to play Wimbledon was Cynthia Jim Hoang at 4'9". So just a little bit shorter than me.
Did she sit over the net?
She was born in Hong Kong in 1920, and she died she lived a long life. She died in 2015.
Wow, she did?
Yeah.
God bless her.
They said that back in 1949, she beat a 6-foot-tall, top 3 ranked U.S. player and fashion model named Gussie Moran.
Oh.
Yes. Uh-huh. Interesting, right? 4'9" beat a 6-foot-tall. You think they get some advantage over there?
Sure.
Yes, we know the dress code, predominantly white, right? Or almost entirely white, as they say. They say women who wear tops that show too much cleavage are not allowed either on the court.
Ta-ta-ta.
No boobies, anybody.
They've gotten a little bit more lenient the last, 10 years.
Well, I think it was Serena.
Oh, yeah.
She was just like, where's the line? I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it a little bit, maybe cross over it. I didn't know this. Wimbledon still requires that the final set of each match be won by 2 games and not decided by a tiebreaker. This resulted, and we know, the longest match in competitive tennis history. June 10th. 11 hours and 5 minutes. John Isner, Nicholas Mahut. Am I saying that right?
But they did take a break.
That was 3 days.
Yeah.
There was one that I saw was consecutive, and they considered that the longest match, and that was in 2023. Oh, I got to find it.
The longest continuous
Yes,
match.
and that was over 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened last year.
Yeah, but the 11-hour one, like you said, it was over a couple
3
days.
days. So they consider that, but there was one. Where are you? Because I read this the other day. Carlos Alcaraz and Djokovic. Men's single final between those two lasted, that was 4 hours and 42 minutes. I saw another one that was about 6 hours long. I have to see where that is, but still, it's a very long time to play tennis. Let's go back to the facts that I had. Let's see. The other interesting facts that we have here. The youngest player to win Wimbledon, Charlotte Dodd, 15.
Wow.
1887. It was a long time ago.
15.
But she did win the singles crown 4 more times.
Wow.
88, and then 1891 to 93. So this Charlotte, back Back in the 1800s.
She was stroking.
She was a beast. She was stroking.
Yeah. I mean, she had like a little dynasty going.
And backhanding and forehanding.
That's
and
right.
volleying.
Hawk, too.
In.
Yep. And I want to see if you can guess this. Who holds a record for the loudest grunts on court at Wimbledon? Recorded at 101.2 decibels.
Men or women?
Women.
Still woman. Yeah.
But it's in general. Just the loudest grunt in general, 101.2 decibels.
That's right on tip of my tongue.
Anna Kournikova, or however you say that.
You're thinking, I know who, you're there, but not.
It's not her, though?
No, because Anna, that's the one who's with Enrique Iglesias, right?
Yeah, she stopped. Oh, she didn't play that long.
She wasn't like, she was good,
Yeah.
but not like championship good.
No. And then she met him. And she was also known because of her looks.
Oh, yeah, gorgeous.
Monica Seles?
No. Maria Sharapova holds a record.
Sharapova, okay.
Holds it for loudest grunt on course. They said recorded at 101.2 decibels. That's roughly the same noise as a 747 taking off, and only 20% less than legendary British rock band The Who, which earned a place in the Guinness World of Records.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's nuts, right?
And she would yell out.
And then I didn't know this either, that during most mornings of the tournament at 9 a.m. on the dot, two hawks named Rufus and Pollux fly over the venue to scare away local pigeons. And there,
Wow,
you, and there
that's
you
a
go. For
strange one.
I know. That's what I was going to give you some ones you didn't know. And there you go for some interesting Wimbledon fun facts.
Now, who wore, was it last year? Somebody wore, because you got to wear your dress as a cover to knee, right? At Wimbledon? I think as a fan, or am I mistaken?
I don't know. I know they made a deal about it because I think a while ago was Meghan Markle wore jeans.
Or
she
she
wore jeans or something. They're like,
you can't
she's wearing jeans to Wimbledon?
Get out! Get
Dare
out!
she?
It is the summertime, so in the summer there are a lot of good concerts, and there's no shortage this year. Everybody seems like they're playing. The Stones are playing, obviously Taylor Swift, and Billy Joel's last concert at Madison Square Garden is going to be about a week away, July 25th. The last time he's going to hit the stage. Jimmy, do you think he comes back and does one more? Or this is it? You think this is the last time he ever plays there?
There might be some special reason that might get him to come out. You know, I mean, he's not. I don't think he's not like stopping because of health reasons or anything, right? I don't believe so. He's just finally saying, "Hey, it's time to retire."
Yeah,
type thing. So, I'd say it's plausible. It's a very possible reason. But if I had to wager on it, I'd say no.
Yeah, I think this is over 100 shows he's done there. They added a couple. It's going to be July 25th at MSG. I'm sure those tickets are going to be crazy.
Oh,
I can't imagine. For his last show, oh, my God. The Piano Man last time. Yeah, Billy Joel's playing, obviously, this summer. Bruce is still on the road. Springsteen. Drake's on the road. A couple of huge acts. But, yeah, the Rolling Stones, Taylor Swift we talked about. The Eagles just announced their residency in Vegas. September and October, they're going to play 8 shows. So, yeah, some big bands hitting the road, and summertime is the time where you see a lot of concerts and people sitting out there. Yeah, Billy Joel's been doing that for a long time at MSG, and it just started, loosely, and next thing you know, he started being there. I believe it was once a month, but, man, that is unbelievable what he's done at Madison Square Garden. 877-927-6969. We had earlier in the show some crazy divorce things. What people fought over and argued about, but paid out their you-know-what because they were just paying big money. Another bad report today from the United flight. A wheel fell off on takeoff from the L.A. to Denver flight.
That's not supposed to happen?
No. Well, that's what somebody said.
Okay.
I can't even imagine that.
Oops.
Like, you probably didn't hear it, so it wasn't as bad. You know what I mean? But it was just like, boom. Like, I mean, God, like, hey, can you land with one of those?
This was a landing or taking off?
When it took off, they said.
So it's taking off. Imagine you're going down the runway and you're a passenger looking out the window and you see a wheel go by.
Oh, you got it done.
Is that a horse?
Oh, my God. I can't even imagine what you feel. You got to be like you just said, I hope that's not ours. You'd be like, are you kidding me?
Is that ours?
Oh, my God. It's crazy. And I know we talk about social media here so much, but, man, it's just crazy, the stuff that you hear. This happened July 8th. Flight from Los Angeles. Landed safely in Denver, though. Thank God. And the wheel was recovered in L.A. at Dodger Stadium. Fell off. Man, that is crazy. It was a Boeing flight.
Shocker.
And you know the thing about that is that's not Boeing's fault.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
But we like to put it on
right.
them because it's always Boeing this and Boeing that.
And right now, I mean, people are losing their jobs. I mean, they got lawsuits and everything going over some of the stuff, and whatever is rightfully so. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think that whole problem with the windows, they found out there's a lot of safety. Didn't they just have a settlement or something too of like $400 and something million that they got to pay out to more safety features and things that they have to do? And again, whatever they found out that was bad and has to be fixed, I'm all for that. I get it, but man, when it's not their fault, something like that, and maybe it is, but I wouldn't imagine a wheel falling off.
I bet you when you heard it, people were probably like, "I bet you it was a Boeing."
Yeah, it was a Boeing. Yeah.
I mean,
it's going to be the butt of jokes for the longest time.
I mean, it's going to destroy the company. There's no doubt about it. I'm sure when people check flights now, what they're flying, I bet you they look to see what kind of flight it is.
They just, I think Boeing was just going to acquire some spinoff that they sold to Spirit to help bring some of the engineers back that they used to have. I was reading an article about that not too long ago. You know what? I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Maybe somewhere down the line we see a couple more incidents like this that is directly tied to their name. If they don't just change over to another name.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, if they acquire another business and they fall under that business name, I mean, because your reputation just goes out the window. No pun intended.
Well, I think, but that was a good one. I think some people wouldn't even want to fly it anymore. I'm sure
that's the thing, right?
They'd be like, I'm not getting on this.
This is a Boeing. I don't want to fly this air.
Oh yeah. I'm sure people check now.
I checked. I mean, I still flew on it because I wanted to go on that flight and get away. But I told you guys. Oh, I checked before the flight to see what kind of plane I was on.
And it was a Boeing?
It was a Boeing.
Did they say anything on the flight?
No.
They didn't bring
Hey,
it?
just so you know.
So you know, this is a Boeing. Stay away from that door.
So just in case the windows or doors or wheels fall off.
Anybody bring some duct tape?
Don't be surprised.
How about when they ask you if you want to sit in that row? What the hell row is it?
The emergency exit?
Everybody's like, no way. They got nobody now.
Actually, that's the one we want to be at. You're off first.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Some guy got on an airplane in China, and he didn't realize that he thought he was going into the bathroom, or that's what allegedly he said, and he thought he was going into the bathroom, and he opened up that side door, the side emergency door, and of course
How did he mistaken that for a bathroom?
The slide opened up and everything. So he completely ruined that flight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it on the ground? Or
He said, it was. Yeah, it was in the air.
Oh, was it? Oh my God! And that door opened?
No, it was on the ground.
No, I don't know. Maybe before they took off,
Yeah.
and they stopped it because you hear a lot of times when planes are even ready to take off, they see one thing, they're like, "We can't go."
Yeah.
We
No,
gotta
it was
fix it.
on the ground, and he allegedly. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, is this just what the dude is saying? To get out of it or try to not get in trouble.
I was going to say, because how do you mistake the two?
Yeah, that's not exactly. They don't exactly look alike.
No, not even close.
I'm sure that's going to be a fine for him.
Oh yeah. That wouldn't be best. Wow, over there, who knows what'll happen to him? Hey, Franny, I got a question. Now, you did that TV show the other day. Matter of fact, is that out now?
Yes.
As far as the bar rescue, right? That episode is out now. We can go check that out because I'm looking forward to seeing that whole episode. Seeing the trailer alone was great. Now, I'm sure that they told you ahead of time that there were some rules that you had to go by, or there were certain little things here or there that they had to. And I saw this list today. There are 13 rules that Bachelorette contestants have to follow. Season 21 of The Bachelorette kicked off last night, and there's a lot more going on behind the scenes on these shows that you might realize. I would think that some of these things are not going to be very surprising, but a couple of them I thought was pretty interesting. And, just start off with something simple, like the minimum age requirement for the Bachelorette is 21.
Okay.
No word if there's an upper limit, though, but usually they pick somebody, that's in their 20s, don't they? 20s or 30s?
I would say probably 20, early 30s.
That would
be my assumption, but I don't know.
Seems like it. These are 13 rules that the Bachelorette contestants have to follow. Number 2, contestants must be single. I guess that's important.
Really? That's not a technicality.
But they have had they've had incidents where they're not.
They are
married?
Yep.
Well, maybe married or in a relationship. I don't know married, but I do know that they were in a relationship where the girlfriend or boyfriend be like, that was my boyfriend on there. A lot of these people do it because they're just models or trying to get into acting and they just want to be seen. So they'll tell their girls ahead of time or their guys, be like, I'm doing it because of this.
Imagine if you were watching on TV in your home and you didn't know where she went. Oh, yeah, I'm going out for a while.
Oh, my God.
But I think that has happened. I do.
Well, the specific wording that they put here was some of them were in murky relationship statuses back home. So apparently that's something that they have to vet from each one of these contestants. Contestants must agree to be filmed 24/7, and all footage is owned by the show, and they can use it however they want. That second part, that doesn't surprise me at all, but the fact that they were filmed 24/7, that I didn't know. But it makes sense. I get it. Contestants can't disclose they've been cast. That's no surprise. That's probably one of the ones that I would have completely expected. You even have to sign a confidentiality agreement just to attend a casting session, more or less, even beyond the show. And again, that part is not surprising. Contestants may be asked to take physical or psychological tests, and I love how they put this. Sure, the producers want drama, but nothing too crazy.
But they do want drama.
But they do want drama, of course. Contestants bring their own clothes, although the Bachelorette often works with a wardrobe person, but it is their own clothes, and there is a dress code. A lot of it has to do with avoiding patterns that clash on camera, like stripes, small checkers, big patterns, things like that.
And we've heard stuff like that, even doing something as small as taking photos for the radio show.
Sure. Oh, yeah. It makes sense. I mean, and how it films or appears on camera makes sense. Now, these are a couple of them coming up now. There's where I get a little bit surprised. How about this one? No cell phones. They're confiscated when filming begins. Contestants also can't play much music because the show doesn't have the copyright. So if it's playing in the background, and they have the same issue like we do with our podcasts. Limo entrances are strategically arranged. Producers choose the order contestants come out to make things look more dramatic. That doesn't seem too surprising. Mm-hmm.
These are interesting rules, though.
Yeah. I thought so. I thought they would be. Contestants don't normally eat on dates. How about this one? Wow. Producers actually send food to their rooms before the date. That way they don't eat because it doesn't translate on television.
They want them to chit-chat.
Them talking and everything like that, and you don't want them talking with food in their mouth.
I guess that does make sense. Now that you look back at reality shows, you really don't see people stuffing their faces.
Contestants have to endure long rose ceremonies. They film a lot more than what we see on TV. Again, probably not so surprising. This is the one that surprised me the most. No internet. Pretty much the same as the no phone thing.
Yeah.
No phone, no
down.
internet. And then the last one on the list, and this is obvious, no spoilers after filming wraps. Contestants sign all kinds of paperwork to ensure that doesn't get out. And that makes sense, right? Obviously, probably the biggest one out of there that would be the most obvious. But the no phones and no internet, one kind of surprised me.
It doesn't to me because they want to make sure things don't get out.
Right.
Right? If you can access the internet, you can access social media, this and that. Same thing with your cell phone. You can be texting your mom, hey, guess what's going on?
Now, do they get paid or no? Is that free?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
I would think you would get
It's not
paid.
on that list of things that are behind
Why
the
else,
scenes.
I mean, how else could you take time off?
I don't know.
Unless you're set. I would think that, I'm not saying it's huge money, but I would think you get paid something.
Like Big Brother, because they're there, right?
Yeah.
For like months.
A lot of those reality shows, I have no idea, Hell's Kitchen, any of those cooking shows, I don't know if they get paid or not. I mean, because you are away from, a job for long periods of time.
Now, those shows, and I don't know if you noticed, like Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that, I've watched it. Do they have to stay there too? Or that's just in and out? Like you go for filming and leave?
I think
Well, the filming process takes a while because it's not just one and done. I mean, it's a contest. It goes each week. As far as how they show it each week, but each day is a new challenge. So even if you go by each day, I would assume that they're all there.
They do. They put them up.
So the Bachelor, though, you're locked in for as long as it takes, correct?
So yeah, boot it out unless you don't get a rose.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And then the main one, whether it's a man or a woman, I guess.
Because they have the Bachelor or the Bachelorette.
Yeah, I would assume they get paid. The contestants, I don't know about that. But I would assume the one who's picking the person, and it's on that person all the time. I don't know, but who the hell knows? Maybe you don't. Maybe it's like
if it is, I wouldn't imagine it's very much. It's
yeah.
probably just a small amount.
Well, it was like yesterday we talked about the cheerleading, remember?
Yeah.
Cheerleaders, and I told you I knew a girl who worked for the Redskins and the Dolphins, and she was saying that bare like $100, $150, but there were other things that you could do if people wanted you to be at a different.
What surprised me the most about that was that they get paid the fee for each game, but they also get paid hourly on top of that.
Yeah,
that was the part that I wasn't expecting when I read that article. Now the one was, it mostly focused on the Dallas Cowboys because the new season of that is coming out. So, and again, you would imagine they get paid the most, out of any of the teams. So to hear that the Dolphins are less doesn't surprise me at all. But even though it's still not a great amount of money, it was more than I would have thought.
Yeah, I asked her about that, and she said, they got paid during the game. Like, you get paid a fee, but then, like you just said, hourly all day. So she goes, we would get there 8 o'clock in the morning. We were there till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Like a regular job.
So according to MSN, according to them, contestants do not get paid. They said that they're not compensated for the Bachelor or Bachelorette for their participation, and they receive few perks during filming. As Jimmy mentioned, they must bring their own clothing and handle their own hair and makeup. However, the show's star, as G-Man mentioned, typically earns around $100,000, which covers their time filming, with additional income possible from promotional deals, endorsements. We know
That's
that.
Good.
They also say the star also benefits from a stylist, glam team, and producer support as needed. They say that it's noteworthy that star salary can be negotiated. Right, like let's say you get a big stud from the NFL or something.
Okay, gotcha.
They said whether or not they must leave their job depends on their employer and themselves. So you could totally, your boss could be like, no, I'm not giving you that time. Also, you'd be the Bachelorette. And if they have the flexibility to take the time off, they said contestants on a different show, which I'm not familiar with, but I think Bachelor in Paradise is older contestants who have already been on Bachelor.
Okay. Is it?
I believe so. Never watched it. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I believe that's it. So they're already familiar faces for that Bachelor in Paradise. They said they receive approximately $400 per day on Bachelor in Paradise, the contestants, which can be negotiated and is usually calculated per day, per episode, or as a flat rate. They said the specific amount on factors such as the contestant's duration on the show and prior involvement. So it does sound like they were maybe a contestant on one of the other shows.
Now, does it say how long a season takes? Can't be more like 3-4 months. That's a pretty good deal, though. $100,000 can't take 6 months to film it.
I don't know.
I wouldn't think it would take that long.
Maybe 30 days? What do you think?
Yeah, I would think 60 days.
Well, how many episodes do they do?
I don't know.
Like one episode a day or one every other day or something like that?
$100,000's great, though, for the main person. I think that's awesome. Even if it takes 2 months. You know what I mean? Where are you going to get that for 2 months? OnlyFans?
But yeah, I mean, that's even that $400 a day. You think, well, one guy, he said $400 a day for Bachelor in Paradise. You could be up the Bachelor in Paradise specifically 30 days. And he was like, yeah, I can make $12,000. Fantastic. Sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not bad.
Sign me up.
It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. We're going to come back with a trifecta. Don't forget, 13 times a day, you get a chance to win $1,000. Who doesn't want $1,000? Come on, one time. We want a winner. Last time we came out of the gates very strong, fast and hard. We want it again. We'll be back. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
People are mourning the end of the vehicle. First, it was the muscle car dying, and now it's gas-powered vehicles, at least in California by 2035. Here's what you got to think if you're like, well, that's just California. We're free in Florida. We ain't going to do that here. Kiss my ass. If you think... I didn't mean to get so aggressive.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas. September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand, new luxury cabanas at Bellagio, and sandy beach living at Mandalay Bay. Show off if you're poolside. Only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Heavy delays traveling 95 in Lake Worth. Accident blocking 2 left lanes. It's 95 north at 6th Avenue South. West Palm crash, Okeechobee Boulevard West at Haverhill Road. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, it's the Greek, Monroe's of Palm Beach. Wizards and Wands, huge event, 500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus prize raffles all night long. Monroe's of Palm Beach, open till 5 a.m. It's Saturday, July 13th, Wizards and Wands. It's a big event. Stop by. You'll see a beautiful lady, enjoy a great night, and open till 5 a.m. It's Wizards and Wands with 500 cash on the line. Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies all the time. The magic is there every night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
If you're a Florida homeowner, you know it's only a matter of time till the next big hurricane, but no need to fear. StormSmart, Florida's leading hurricane protection provider, can protect every opening of your home, from durable aluminum shutters and high-impact windows to our innovative storm catcher screens. Keep your family and your home safe with StormSmart and stay ready for whatever Florida weather brings your way. Because smart is complete hurricane protection, and smart is peace of mind. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Has a loved one left you a classic car to sell? Introducing GMTVCC.com. Give me the Ben's new classic and collector car buying service. Whether it's a 1988 Fox body Mustang or your granddad's 1985 square body Chevy truck, GMTVCC.com has got you covered. Their experienced pro buyers will appraise and offer real money for your classic or collector car, and you get paid now. No consignments, no auctions, just quick and easy cash. And they love resto mods. That's only at GMTVCC.com. Give me the Ben's new division for classic and collector cars.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mintry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. We will do sound check parties that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without iHeart.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. In office, West Palm Beach.
The United States Mint is excited to announce a historic collaboration with Warner Brothers Discovery Global Consumer Products to launch a new coin and medal series celebrating comic book art as a uniquely American art form, featuring DC comic book characters. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are the first 3 DC superheroes to launch the Coin and Medal series, releasing in the summer of 2025. Now through Sunday, August 11th, the U.S. Mint invites the public to vote for the additional 6 DC superheroes they would like included in this special series. Public participation ensures that this multi-year series represents and reflects the most beloved of the DC superheroes. The U.S. Mint has a long tradition of producing coins and medals that honor American values, icons, and significant moments in history. This alliance with DC acknowledges the role of comic art in reinforcing American ideals. To vote for your favorite DC superhero and for more information, visit usmint.gov/DC.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. We're starting to see some of that cloud cover clear up, allowing our temperatures to warm a little bit more rapidly as we head throughout the early parts of the afternoon. Heat index values topping out in the triple digits up to 112 degrees this afternoon, and a heat advisory is in effect until 6 p.m.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Craftsman Days are here at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select V20 tool when you buy a Select battery 2-pack. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 7/20. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Almost here. Team USA is headed to Paris, and iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of the games, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from Paris. Bring the Summer Games with you everywhere you go. Download the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. Only on iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law. Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Greek, baby, it's me, Cinnamon. Oh my God, it's so hot outside right now. I'm like an exotic Persian cat in heat right now. I'm gonna have to swing by the studio and cool off. I'll bring us a popsicle stick to share. Don't worry, you'll get the wood end this time. I'll see you in about 30. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
So nice to always hear from our audience. They really perk you up, if you know what I mean. That was Cinnamon calling from the, I guess maybe gas station or a lemonade stand.
You get the
sounding
wood
good.
end this time, huh?
I'll take it. Always up for new challenges. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Sure is, and I'm on the wrong page.
That's cool.
And hold on,
No
here
worries.
comes. All right, and to see your sister's ass. And
Getting up, baby, on your sister's ass. Wimbledon is going on right now as we speak. And yesterday, the Joker won. And then after the match, he got to speak to the crowd. It's something that they're doing newly this last couple of years. They used to always let them talk at the end, the finals. But every match now, the guys are getting there and girls are talking to the crowd. And Joker was like, hey, you guys are going against me and booing. That's cool. I don't really care. You're not going to affect me. I played in tougher environments. And since you're going after me, have a good night. That's what he said to everybody. But the Joker, again, old for tennis, but not for life, looking to win another championship to put in his trophy case, which would be awesome. Men's Olympics are practicing this week. They started. They get 2 weeks to practice, and they are getting ready to go to Olympics. Jason Tatum will wear number 10 for Kobe Bryant, one of his idols and a guy he looked up to, and it's his way of recognizing Kobe, what he's done for him. And for the Olympics, Kobe also won a gold medal with the U.S. team. If you like the Yankees, well, they're in Tampa, and you can go see them right now. Get in your car. It's about 1:45. You'll get up to Tampa probably around 4 o'clock, have a dinner at that famous steak place that's up there. I forget what it's called. And then go watch Tampa Bay. So that's a good thing that you do tonight. Yankees in Tampa tonight. We'll talk about that game on the Greek Zone today. We got a couple special guests talking to us about some games and about Wimbledon. And that is your Greeks trifecta for lunchtime. Peace.
Well, stressful cities. We get to see this at least once a year. They put out this list of the most stressful cities. And just to give you an idea, they compared 182 cities, including the 150 most populated cities, plus at least 2 of the most populated cities in each state, across 4 key metric dimensions: work stress, financial stress, family stress, and health and safety issues. The work stress based on like the average weekly hours that people work, job security, traffic congestion, unemployment rate, things like that, right? Financial stress is, medium annual household income, share of household behind on bills for the past 12 months, poverty rate, things along those lines. Family stress is what you would think, divorce rate, single-parent households, things like that. Medium duration of a current marriage, and then health and safety is pretty safe. It's like how expensive healthcare is in a particular area, things along those lines. Share of adults who could not see a doctor because of cost, mental health, share of adult binge drinkers, and guess what is the most stressful city in the United States? One guess.
The most stressful city in the United States.
It's got to be a big city. I would say a top 10.
I thought you were going to say Hialeah, but...
Hialeah was on the list.
Like New York City?
Is that your guess?
I don't know.
No, it is not New York City.
Somewhere in California.
I'm going to go Chicago because there's so many.
Traffic and the smog.
I'm going to go Chicago.
Chicago. Let's see if Chicago is on the top 18. No, they are not.
Ooh, what about Detroit?
Detroit, number 2. Ding, 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 ding. Number 2 on the list of most stressful cities. And number 1, Greek's favorite city in the whole wide world.
Secaucus?
Miami?
Oh, actually, you know what?
Newark?
You blew it on that one. You blew it for me on that one. Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, nice! Bang, 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 bang. I was going to go Chicago because, man, even this weekend, another unbelievable amount of shootings. And the violence is so bad. That's what I was thinking.
Well,
it's not even a top 18.
Yeah, are you stressed? I didn't notice that on this list as far as where they come up with it. As danger, things like that. But
that sounds stressful. Being afraid of walking out and get shot. I'd be stressed about that.
Yeah. Well, number 3 on the list is Baltimore, so maybe they did take that into factor. Memphis, Tennessee was number 4.
Not a bad city.
Gulfport, Mississippi. Philadelphia is on here at number 6. Alabama Birmingham, Alabama is on here at number 7. Akron, Ohio is number 8. New Orleans is number 9. And Jackson, Mississippi is number 10. There's your top 10 list. Believe it or not, we had to go all the way down to number 60 for Florida to get on this list.
Really?
I think it was Miami. Yeah.
Really?
All right. Most stressed, huh?
It was way down there. And then you start even 70, 71, you start getting to Lauderdale and some of the other cities that we have here in Florida. Orlando was way down there. Yeah, but Florida, not even close on the top of those lists. Newark was number 15. That's no surprise there.
Palm Beach?
Believe it or not, Palm Beach was way, way down on the list.
Oh, I can imagine.
San Bernardino, California was the first California city that's on this list. I was surprised.
I thought L.A. would be there.
But then once you start getting past the top 25, there's a lot of California on there too. But, again, no surprise. Cities are cities. That's city life for you.
I would think LA would be on there too, top 10. I mean, the traffic they talk about alone and the crime and all the stuff that goes out there.
Well, the Cleveland, Ohio one is interesting because they say it's the highest financial stress, and they say it's second for health and safety stress. But from people I know, my co-host in the mornings on the Gator, Jason, lived in Cleveland for a long time.
He loved
says,
it.
And, he says everything's so inexpensive there.
Yeah, he did. And he liked it, too.
And again, that's why the metric was work stress. So, I mean, job security, how good is it there? How many people are unemployed? Traffic congestion. Almost every city's going to have traffic congestion. With the unemployment, like I said, the average commute time, that was all taken into consideration. Stress is the annual household income. If the incomes are low in some of these cities, that's going to bump it up there. Family stress. And health stress, so not really as much like crime rate. Yeah. They didn't use that as one of the factors.
Well, they say health and safety stress, so I mean, safety would be crime, wouldn't it?
I would think so because you don't feel safe there.
No, it would be in my book.
Yeah, that's for sure. Part of that safety stress.
I would consider that to be one of the larger things that would I would take into consideration. But don't go to Cleveland, everybody.
Thank you.
Wasn't planning on it.
Thank you, friend.
No knock. I mean, he keeps on telling me, Jason, that I need to check it out one day. And I have so many other places that I want to go to.
Good place to visit, huh?
So many other places.
I would fly over it. 877-937-6969. Cleveland? Really? Come on, dude. There's so many places to go. Give us a call. Stressful cities. What's the city you think is very stressful? Any city can be stressful if you're with the wrong people. I can put it that way. But, I would see, I don't know. Like you always say, we read these surveys and what they go by. But I would think, crime and stuff like that would be there, something like that.
I would add that in, yeah. I certainly would add that in to the factor.
So something that alleviates stress but then can be stressful because of the cost of it is having a pet. I will tell you firsthand after what happened to me yesterday. Pets can be very expensive, especially taking them to the vet. But there is a new list that came out for the cost of pets in 2024.
Let's guess. Oh, man, a pet for the year. You guys would definitely know way more than me.
I don't, though. It's hard for me on that one. So I don't, Carla takes care of it. That's why, for the
I'm
most
going to
part.
say 11,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you...
That's a lot.
11,000 can get there if you have medical issues, emergency issues. It can get there. Believe me, we've spent...
What does it cost to feed a dog?
We've spent a lot of money this year because of one dog, the new one.
You get a big surgery or something like that. I mean, you get like a dog that needs hip surgery. That's what, $3,000-$4,000?
Ours will eventually need that too.
Right?
I've told you about that issue. We haven't. She's been walking fine. Everything's okay, and it wasn't dire. But they said eventually she will, and that it could be $4,500, $5,000.
Sure.
I mean, it's a lot of money.
How about
so it
the
can
feeding
get
one?
there.
A dog, $100 a week?
No, cheaper than that.
Oh, okay.
To feed them? Well, it depends. Are you feeding them raw, organic? I mean, some people cook their own food for them. It depends. Are you feeding them dry? So it really just depends.
Okay.
But this is average.
Taking it to New York Prime.
Right? Which some people probably do. Order extra for them to take it home.
Oh, people take food home their dogs all the time.
I know. I'll say people order 2 steaks and be like, can you put the other one in a doggy bag? Legit for their dog. So they said, all right, so according to research, this is Value Penguin, which is a consumer spending site. Almost 2/3, 66% of American households have at least one pet.
Oh,
That's a lot, right?
It is.
Nearly half have a dog, and over 1/3 of them have cats. Overall, Americans are projected to spend $150.6 billion on their pets in 2024. Breaking that down, they said each of the 86.9 million U.S. households with a pet are expected to spend an average of $1,733.
Oh, that's
so
inexpensive.
$11,000 was a lot, yes. They say the cost of being a dog owner varies depending on the size, breed of the dog. Smaller ones generally costing less than larger ones, which you can imagine.
Is this pets in general or just dogs?
This is pets in general.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But they do say dog owners can expect to spend an average of $1,248 on their pet.
I thought it was going to be a lot more.
$100 a month?
That vet care takes up the most money at $387 for the year. Pff, that's laughable. Come on. That's way more than that already this year. But $387 per year, even taking, but I have 3 dogs, but 3 for their vaccinations. Yeah, I guess that averages out. Was
Yeah.
about $800, $700, $800.
Three to 500 for King. I would say as far
Yeah.
as the vet with the
So
just
that-
the annual inoculations. Yeah, I get
So
that.
that does average out. But yes, that's what they say, about $387 per year. The total also includes $349 on food, which is very low.
I was going to say.
For the
a
entire year?
That's low.
Another $348 on products.
Like what, Joe?
And 148, let's call it 149 on other services is what they probably like grooming, which to me, if
Nail
you are
trims,
one
yeah.
who get them groomed, grooming is like $60, $70.
Yeah, it's
and
gotten
so
up
if you're
there,
one,
too.
so if you're one who does it quite often, that's very, very low. They said it costs slightly less to own a cat this year. An estimated $836, $326 on products, $259 on food, $217 at the vet. They say pet insurance and other expenses continue to increase in price. And I need to get on that pet insurance thing. Just like vet care, the average premium for accidents and illnesses coverage for dogs in 2023 was around $675.
What's a dog groomer? Like $100 every time you bring it?
I think you can
Ballpark.
find like
A groomer?
60 to $100. I would say.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah, 60 to 100. Because we've been researching it because we typically bathe our dry our own dogs, but now with 3, it's just been a lot. But I've been researching it, and I found a mobile groomer that would do for like $65, $70.
Oh,
dog?
mobile for
Yeah.
that much? That's
Yeah.
great price.
Yeah,
Per dog?
per dog.
Yeah, it's still $200 for 3.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't get all 3. Just the 2 that have a lot of hair. The bulldog, she's easy breezy. But yeah, so I was very surprised, and I want to know, like, do you agree with this? Is this what you would spend on average? Almost, well, just say a little over $1,700. To me, I thought that number was way low.
So
and this
high.
is pet household, so it doesn't say if that's just one pet alone. This is just the average.
It sounds low. I mean, and when you said about the amount of people who have pets, it's a very high number. But
It is a high number.
But even in my building, it's over. I think they said 78% of people have an animal in the building. That's a lot. I'm definitely in the one that doesn't, but still, I mean, that's almost 8 out of 10 people. And predominantly, it seems like they have dogs, but you know.
So statistics, right? 66, nearly 2/3 have at least one pet. The 49.4 dogs. We have 35.3 cats, 8.4%, which I was surprised. I thought it'd be a little bit higher. Fish, right?
Fish are
but
easy.
but it's freshwater fish, ranked 3rd.
Right. Yeah.
Then at 5.1% of households have small animals like gerbils, mice. Do you have mice as pets? Gerbils, hamsters, guinea pigs, probably. 4.6% have pet birds. You're one of those, Jimmy, now.
Yep.
4.6%, the same percentage, have a reptile. 1.7% of U.S. households have a horse.
Oh, that's cute.
And cute.
Well, that's when when numbers like 11,000 started getting so it's like, what do you got, a horse?
Yeah. And then 1.7% have saltwater fish.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Horses are way more money. I
Super
would think.
expensive.
Yeah. And they ever go to vet, forget it. I mean, they're very expensive.
Yeah, the vet goes to them.
Which
cost
is
a bit
true.
more, too.
Yeah, they make house true. Like, no problem, I'll come over.
Uh-huh.
It's still an expense, but ballpark about $2,000, you would both say.
And you thought your wife's shoes were expensive.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. When I owned that horse and they would have a bill, they would send me an email of what it was. There was a bunch of us. It wasn't that bad, but still, you'd be like, oh, my God, at the vet today? Forget it.
They say that first year of a pet, a dog specifically, the first year is where it goes up. They said that the expenses range from anywhere around $1,600 to almost $7,000.
Wow. So that's a lot. So the 11,000 wasn't that far off. So again, having a pet is really a luxury today in a lot of ways. You know, because for the amount of money that you have to spend on it, and you got a budget for it too. And then there's also, if you go away, you might have to get a sitter or groom it, and put it in a way. That's another expense for people, and that can be very expensive.
And we don't think about it as much here because we even though we're kind of city like here, we're not like New York City where you have to have dog walkers. And I've seen where people make a ton of money
they
doing that on the side.
Yeah. There's a bunch in my building for people who are a little bit older that people come in there, walk their dogs. That's a good business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know a girl who does it, and she does very, very well. She's been doing it for years. 47142 started off with Real Radio. Says Francis, labs eat everything. They do. I have a retriever, close enough, everything. But I have one that doesn't, so I guess it just depends. Then we have, I only own pets that you can flush. Make sure you got a good plunger.
What?
Okay.
Only pets that you can flush.
Fish. That's it. Fish. You're not flushing hamsters.
There goes Sam the goldfish.
And then somebody goes, $1,700. What's that for a hamster? Yeah. And then we have regarding pet care. I take my dog to Peggy Adams in West Palm Beach for his vaccinations and to buy flea and tick and heartworm. It's way cheaper than a traditional vet. Good to know. Thank you for that little tidbit of information.
Yeah, I mean, they could, obviously, it's an expense. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. But do your research. Like, I am going to get my dog spayed very, very soon. And I called around because my vet that I have for the dog, they, I think, quoted around $700. And I was like, gosh, that's so expensive. But I remember taking Piper. Lola was already spayed, my English. But the other dog that we rescued, she was not. So we took her to Peggy Adams. And they were doing a day where they were doing free, or maybe it was like $25
wow,
spay
that's
and
a big
neutering.
difference.
They don't do it anymore. But you know what they do? A lot of them, because I looked, and a lot of them now, they only do cats because there's a lot of issue with we just have so many cats. So I've seen that they have spay and neutering for cats, but they stopped doing it for dogs.
Really?
A lot of them.
Wow.
Yep.
That's surprising.
Because I've done my research and I've looked into it. And so I did find a rescue that does it for $160, but I called around, which was the most inexpensive I could find and reputable, had good reviews. I'm not just going to take her anywhere. But yeah, so do your research, because I know sometimes your vet will quote you a lot of money, but if it's somewhere that you can have handled somewhere else, like getting flea, tick, and heartworm medication for cheaper at Peggy Adams, and definitely do it.
That's a big difference, 160 to 700.
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
That's huge.
Exactly.
It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a good day. Don't forget, we kicked it off again yesterday with iHeart doing such a great thing, giving you 13 chances a day on Real Radio to win $1,000. Who doesn't want to win a Gino? Come on.
Who doesn't?
You win $1,000, you got $1,000 in your pocket. You walk a little taller. You're like, yeah. So get your chance right now. Let's win. Last time we had 3 winners in the first week. And believe it or not, management is happy. They get jacked up when we give away this money. I don't know why, but they do get jacked up. So you got the chance 13 times a day. Doobie Brothers today. Every day we have an opportunity for you guys to win a prize. And tonight, Red Meat Lovers Club at New York Prime. Big event, charity event. Go to their website. We had Evan on a couple days ago. I don't know if there's any tickets left, but you will not leave there hungry. Believe me, I've been at a bunch of his events, and they were tremendous. And tonight at New York Prime is going to be a special night. I am parking cars from 6:30. I just got the email. I thought it was going to be 6. It's 6:30 to 8:30. I will be parking cars. I am not accepting tips, though. It's a charity event, but I will take money on the side of the building. It is Francis, Jimmy, and the Greek, and we got some Florida stories. Franny, what's in the hopper?
In the hopper, we have a dude dangling a kid from a balcony. And then also on that, a woman. Well, we have 2 incidents that happened just with traffic stops. And I did not know that you could buy secret compartments for your car.
Oh, that's nice.
But they're not so secret because cops do know about them. I will let you know about that. And I finally posted the video. Get a head start, realradio921.com. Check out the Florida drunk road rage incident that happened between a woman and a guy. Didn't turn out very well for her. The video it's pretty fun. Check that out, realradio921.com, Penthouse blog, and I'll have those stories for you when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Heavy delays traveling 95 in Lake Worth. Accident blocking 2 left lanes. It's 95 north at 6th Avenue South. West Palm crash, Okeechobee Boulevard West at Haverhill Road. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Guys, are you tired of being tired? Frustrated because it seems impossible to lose belly fat? If you're looking for a solution, then listen to Mark.
I had fantastic results with the Andro 400 Max. Probably lost 35 pounds, and more impressive than that was the inches I lost off of my belly and my waist. And the increased energy is fantastic. I'll be totally honest, I tried a different product, and I wasn't happy with the different product. You guys are considerably cheaper than the other brand, and I can really feel the difference.
Andro 400 Max, the extra strength, all natural testosterone booster. The safe, easy, and affordable way to gain energy and lose stubborn belly fat. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Feel and look like a new man. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
I've been asked 1,000 times, did you plan on becoming the largest injury law firm in the world? And the answer is no. When I started, there were just 2 of us. Today, Morgan & Morgan has almost 800 lawyers alone. No injury firm in the country has anywhere close to that. We set out to be focused on our clients and to have a commitment to trying cases and winning. And when you have those results at trial, you're able to settle most of your cases quickly and fairly. Reputation matters. We grew like this because we worked hard, and so many former clients referred family and friends. And what I believe is the main reason is we delivered for our clients a lot. Hard work and client satisfaction was our plan. It worked. Hope is not a plan. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do
Let's play something, Grandma.
became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Cole. We're starting to see some of that cloud cover clear up, allowing our temperatures to warm a little bit more rapidly as we head throughout the early parts of the afternoon. Heat index values topping out in the triple digits up to 112 degrees this afternoon, and a heat advisory is in effect until 6 p.m.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join their growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. That's progressive.com/careers.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
You've been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. For $1,000 now. Enter the nationwide keyword GREEN at realradio921.com. That's GREEN. Enter it now at realradio921.com, and good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Oh my God, I got jacked up, baby. I felt it. I was like, whoa. I got that when I come out of my shower. I'm like, whoa, baby. It is a Penthouse on a Tuesday. Greek Zone today, back in the hassle and the castle.
And the hassle.
Wow. That was a written line.
Meant to do it. I meant to do that.
That's right.
Who was that? Pee Wee Herman? I meant to do that.
Was that Pee Wee?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. I can't think. I don't know. But it's time for some Florida stories.
Here is.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Brandy Gilmore has been arrested. This happened Daytona Beach this past Saturday after it's so terrible, dropping a 4-year-old off of the second floor of a resort. Brandon met the mother of the toddler just a few hours before the incident happened. Go up to the hotel room. They're all hanging out. And he was like, hey, I'm going to take your son outside. We're gonna play. And I'm going to scare him a little bit.
Yeah, let's have fun.
I'll scare him just a little bit.
What can go wrong?
What could go wrong? Oh, especially when you take the child and hang him over the balcony by his legs.
Terrible.
The child slipped free and fell directly onto the concrete below, head first. They said he was taken to the hospital. Mom ran down freaking out. There was witnesses freaking out at the pool. Everybody screaming, oh my God, oh my God. They told her not to, don't pick up the baby. Don't pick up the kid. Because you never know, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they say. But she did anyways, brought the kid into the hotel room. The ambulance came, took him away. We don't know what the condition right now. It has not been available. I'll see if I can find an update after he was rushed to the hospital. But this dope now is facing felony charge of aggravated child abuse, all because he wanted to play some games and scare him a little bit. I hope this guy gets scared a little bit in jail, or a lot of it.
He's going to get scared quite a bit.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Next up in your What the Florida, there's this woman who was what they call riding dirty. But she tried to claim like she didn't know she was riding dirty.
Yeah, not mine.
The cops pulled her over and deputies said there was some probable cause. We don't search your car. We think that you got something going on. You're acting a little suspicious.
Who, me?
So when they did, they said that they found a hidden compartment. And I guess you can buy these things. You can buy anything, I guess, these days. But yeah, this was a little secret compartment that she bought. And the reason why she got pulled over was because she was speeding. It's always something.
Yep.
It's always something that
Unrelated
that gets you into this kind of trouble.
Taillight.
Uh-huh.
License plate.
Yeah, but this was an aftermarket compartment. They're like, this doesn't belong in your car. So it's known as a trap, if you want to know the street word for it, slang, a trap. And they said that typically it's used to transport illegal drugs. And hey, guess what? This time it was too. They found about 6.6 pounds of cocaine in there, hidden inside of the compartment. That's around $450,000 worth of drugs. Yes. So, of course, this 34-year-old Florida resident now remains behind bars in South Carolina, mind you. I bet you could probably nicer over there in that jail than the Florida jail. There's a no bond was set. Next up in your What the Florida, this is the video I was talking about. RealRadio921.com, Penthouse blog. According to, because this was posted to Reddit initially, this Florida woman in a Miami Marlins baseball cap was filmed during this encounter between her and another driver. And they're calling it instant karma. They're saying drunk in all the videos. And if you listen, she sounds like she may be a bit drunk. And I guess initially she was swerving. It was one of the things where, because we don't see what happened prior to the video, prior to the guy pulling out his phone and filming her and those two arguing. She gets upset. She hops out of her car, walks over to the motorist, this male guy, this gentleman who was talking to her, to go scold him. Yeah, so she opens her car door to scold him for allegedly spinning and swerving on the road. And then she claims that there was an 82-year-old man as a passenger in her vehicle, so he better be careful. You tell me, I think she's noticeably slurring her words. She's raging. Just because it's the 4th of July doesn't mean you can be an F and D.
Wow.
The man, you can hear him say, "You're drunk as F." And he earned himself a F you guy from her for saying that. And then he insists that she was the one swerving and he was just following you. That's when she throws open her door, emerges from her car to challenge him. But before she can even stand up straight, her sedan starts rolling away without her realizing it. The guy's like,
your car's moving.
The woman spits out, "I'm the one effing swerving," and then catches on her careless error, starts to chase down the car, down the roadway mid-sentence, frantically trying to get her foot on the brake. Her car rolls a few feet, bumps into the SUV in front of her, with the driver door whipping back and nearly pinning her leg. Like, you cannot tell me after watching that video, that did not hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. The video then cuts and resumes, showing the woman apparently explaining the situation to the driver at the SUV that she just hit. And the footage ends with all three vehicles just continuing on their way. Nobody pulled over. Neither driver's identity was immediately known, nor was it apparent where the incident happened. Some people are claiming it's Fort Lauderdale area. They're like, it's definitely Florida license plate. She's wearing a Miami Marlins hat, and there's palm trees. This has got to be Florida. They did find out it wasn't Florida.
Idaho.
It was somewhere in Broward from what I heard. And that is your What the Florida. Check out that video, realradio921.com, Penthouse blog.
Thank you, Francis. Great job. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. We need double the pleasure because you guys always give it to us every day.
All that cocaine that was in that car. This is somebody that can afford that cocaine. A Pennsylvania woman who had recently completed her breast cancer treatment says she couldn't believe her eyes after scratching off a winning $5 million scratch-off lottery ticket. That's right. This is the best part of the story, actually. Her name is Donna Osborne, and she went to the airport with her daughter. They were going to come down to visit some friends in Florida. However, the flight was delayed so many times, she just got frustrated and said, "Screw this, I'm going home." Daughter got on the plane anyway. She went ahead to Florida. On the way home, Grandma stops at a Speedway, gets some gas, goes inside, grabs a scratch-off ticket, scratches it right there inside the gas station, and boom, it was a $5 million winner. She even doubted it. She handed it to the clerk and said, "Can you check this for me to double check and make sure that it was a winning ticket?" It was a Monopoly Own It All scratch-off ticket, and sure enough, it was good for $5 million. She never thought she never would have bought the ticket had she left, gotten onto the airplane, obviously, and gone to Florida with her daughter. So because of that, difference in her life, right? We always see. wonder about that. At least I do every now and then. Like, oh, I forgot to get something. I forgot my lunchbox or something like this here. If I'm going home from work and I come back in, I wonder if that delay, that 1 minute delay, made a difference somewhere in the universe with something. And this is kind of along those lines, right? Screw it. I'm not going to go to the. I'm not going to bother. I'm tired of all these delays. Goes home, hits a $5 million scratch-off lottery ticket. She has no plans to retire, too. She's, 75 years old, I do believe I read on there. She provides transportation to the Amish. That's what she does. This is in Pennsylvania, of course. And so she doesn't plan on retire, but she does want to go to Alaska for a vacation. So good for her. How about that, huh? Nice little lottery story there for somebody that didn't expect it, right? And breast cancer survivor.
That's what I'm saying. What she went. So I can't even bang the desk on that one. So it's got to be, that's good that you won. I'm glad you won. That's a great story. Thank you, Jimmy. If you guys have any unique stories about lottery, or maybe you know somebody, give us a call at 877-927-6969. That's always the way that you guys can get involved in the show. Always appreciate you get involved, whether you call us, text us, or email Jimmy. Let us know on any of that stuff.
I got some more date or dad.
Ooh,
ditch.
I like
You like these?
Uh-huh.
You want to do some more?
Yeah.
All right. I still got a whole bunch of them. We've been doing these the past couple of days. And this is date or ditch. These are just quick reactions to a quick line or two that I have here on whether or not somebody should leave or stay with them. And it's, don't put a lot of into it. Don't think of, what about this? What about that? This is just quick gut reaction on what you think that this person should date or ditch. And we'll go with the next one. He collects action figures and insists they join us for dinner. Should I date him or leave?
Leave, run, get out of there.
Really?
I say stay.
No.
I say stay.
Listen. Action figures, not a problem. Sometimes it could be a lot, but once they start joining you for dinner, that's the issue.
Like if they're sitting at the table, would bother you? You're like Spider-Man?
It's Iron Man, baby. You got to have Iron Man with you for dinner.
Gotta go.
She talks to her houseplants as if they were people. Should I keep dating her or move on?
A lot of people do.
How much is she talking to him? Like, if she's talking to him more than you, I think if you talk a little bit, it's
people
not that.
do.
Some people, that's what I'm saying. Some people do, but if she's having like full-on conversations.
People talk to their pets.
As they're like talking back to her.
Yeah. I don't think that's worth breaking up over. I date.
Yeah, even if she was like talking to the plant like this and and she's like, oh yeah, how was your day? And the plant's talking back. Like she's having a conversation.
Yeah, well, then you're getting borderline psychotic and you might want to put her in a home, more or less. Date her. How about he eats pizza with a knife and fork? Should I stay with him or ditch him?
Oh, that's a stay.
That's a stay, huh?
I do say pick it up, but you're not going to break up with somebody for that.
Get it in your hands. She has a pet tarantula that she lets roam the house.
I'm out.
Should I keep dating her or break up?
I'm out.
It's a pet. I'd be all right with it.
Do it.
Greek? No? Yes?
No, get rid of her.
Ditch? Okay.
Yeah,
he insists on speaking in a pirate accent every Monday. Should I keep dating him or move on?
Monday's not bad. Saturday
For one day? What is
That is weird, though. I don't think that's weird.
That is
It's weird.
pretty weird.
It is weird.
I still wouldn't worry
I
about
wouldn't break up with him. Don't even see him that much on Monday.
I don't know, man.
You would
you're
break up
awful
with somebody
picky.
for that?
I am picky. It's just
On a Monday only.
I know, but it's every Monday.
Yeah. So
you don't talk to him on Monday.
yeah, sleep.
I'm curious. Why?
That does. I want to see video on it.
Yes, it's just weird.
These are date or ditch. Just your quick gut reaction. She believes she's a vampire and avoids sunlight. Should I stay with her or leave?
Out.
Yeah,
I understand you avoid
out.
sunlight because maybe you have some issues with your skin. You want to protect your skin, whatever it is. But the fact that she thinks she's a vampire, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Could be different in the bedroom.
There's other people
She
that
tries to bite you.
Yeah. There's other people that she could match with.
Right?
Yeah, I'm sure. He only communicates through memes and gifs. Should I keep dating him or break up?
Get the gifts. Keep
No,
up.
not gifts, like GIFs.
Gifs.
Yeah.
No
is it-
tea.
If it's just texting, but does he talk to you?
He only communicates through memes and gifs.
I know, but is she talking only via phone? Or is it all the time? Like
Yeah.
you're in person and he's just showing her.
Or sends a text. Even like you're sitting on the couch together and sends a text.
I have to wonder. He's got to talk to her,
Yeah,
right?
That's a ditch to me.
If it's just on text, I think I could get away with it. But as long as
Every
he talks,
day?
but as long as he's talking to you,
He
get
only
what I'm saying?
communicates.
He's saying,
I know, but I
See,
want
you can't change it.
I know, but I want to believe that's
There's more to it.
there's more. I want to believe that he does talk in
But
person.
when he's reading it, it's just that's it, and you can't change it. Like we
I
did
know.
it yesterday.
Did you meet him and he was only?
You're changing.
You fell for him when he was just sending you memes or gifts. I don't
Well,
know.
she must have if she's banging him.
That's a weird. Yeah, I guess.
Should I keep dating him or
All right,
break up?
I guess
or
break
or
up.
keep banging him?
I guess break up if it's only the way he communicates. That's it.
Yeah, that's a little bit much. She insists on wearing matching outfits every time we go out. Should I stay or move on? Run like the wind. That's my opinion only. Franny, Greek.
I'm not going to break up with her if she wants to match me. I mean, I get that. I'm an inspiration, a motivation.
No, but she insists you match her.
Yeah, but all right, whatever. She's hot, yeah. Oh, I got to match her? Screw that.
Screw that. We knew that was coming.
I thought she's following my
What do you
trick.
think, Franny?
I don't know. By matching, it's like you just both wear blue or something. You don't have to wear the same set.
Oh no.
Funny.
Matching
You're matching.
outfits.
Hey, you can't change
That's,
it.
No, I know,
that's
but what-
psychotic.
But
If we go out to dinner, you have a skirt on the top. I got to wear a skirt on
No,
top.
see, that's not what I look at. Like, I think when you're matching, my husband, like, if we go to a wedding,
Yeah.
and he's wearing, or I'm wearing a dress, he'll wear a suit that matches the color of the dress. To
That's
me,
fine.
that's matching.
Okay, that's because.
But if you're saying if you wear
Matching
the suit,
outfits.
I have
They
to
have
wear
to
a
be the
suit.
same pattern.
I look at things differently, but okay.
That's the
no.
way I see it.
If I have, if he's telling me to wear board shorts and a tank top and all the time or whatever, I won't do it.
He's got a Dolphin jersey on.
And I have to wear it. I guess no.
Yeah.
I'm out.
He has an extensive collection of clown figurines. Should I keep
Nope.
dating him or leave?
Leave. Run.
Out.
Clowns are scary.
Out. What do you think, Greek?
I think I would stay. It really wouldn't bother me.
She orders everything off the kids menu. Should I stay or stay with her or break up? I say
Marry her.
that's marry her. Are you kidding me?
That's smart. You're
That's
saving
great.
money.
You're saving tons of money
I
there.
love when somebody says, I'm not hungry. I go, perfect.
Nice.
Cheap.
He believes he's secretly a superhero. Should I keep dating him or move on?
I think it's great. Could fall right to the bedroom.
Ditch. Franny?
That one's tough.
Really? That would bother you if the guy thought
If
he
he
was
thought he was a superhero, like he got up in the middle of the night to go solve crimes or
Yeah.
I don't know.
I am Batman.
He says at the end of the bed, he's got a cape on.
I think I might think he's something. There's a screw list.
Yeah, there's more than one.
Uh-huh.
She names her. Oh, this is going to be great. I can't wait to. You got a camera? Can you put it on him? She names her farts and announces them. Should I stay with her or ditch her?
Deport her.
Oh my God, that's
Deport
funny.
her. Deport her.
That's fun.
Oh, that's just silly.
It would bother me. I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, it'd be funny for the first
Because they're
couple
gonna
times.
happen anyway, so at least they're announcing them.
Ooh, there's Donna.
Donna's on her way out.
He refuses to eat any food that's not shaped like a dinosaur. These are getting
Ditch.
ridiculous.
Ditch.
Should I keep him or date him?
Ditch.
Ditch. That's silly. She carries a stuffed animal everywhere we go. Should I stay with her or move on?
Move on.
How old is she?
That's a little
Move
weird. Even
on.
if she's 25, that's a little weird.
Having them at home is one thing.
Carrying it
it
everywhere.
around with you everywhere. Yeah, that's a 5-year-old.
And these are based on real things, right? Are these people who really have dealt with this stuff?
That's where it is. Yeah, of course.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Let's see. Date or ditch. Here we go. Where was I? Here we go. He's obsessed with collecting empty toilet paper rolls.
Oh, my God.
Should I keep dating him or leave?
What is he doing with them?
I don't know.
Maybe he's making a display. I mean, you stay.
I've seen people use make little
Animals out of them.
like trinkets, but other than that, that's kind of silly.
Yeah, it's
I wouldn't break up
silly.
with the person. I would think it's silly, but I wouldn't break up with the person.
You know, if you cut little diamonds in them and then you put one of those glow sticks in them, they make great. They look like eyes for like Halloween or something like that. It's a Halloween decoration.
He's using them for something.
Yeah, that's different. But
then-
you're just obsessed in collecting empty
Then
toilet
that's
paper
just
rolls.
weird.
Hey, you done with that?
Mhm. She won't eat white foods like mayo or mashed potatoes. Should I stay with her or break up?
That wouldn't bother me.
That's not a big deal. He insists on narrating everything he does in a movie trailer voice. Should I keep dating him or
Game him.
Run.
Game him.
Get out.
Wow.
Joker too. He's going out.
Some of these do seem a bit ridiculous. She laughs uncontrollably at her own jokes. Should I stay with her or move on? Run.
I don't know.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I would
I don't
stay.
know if I would leave.
He believes he can communicate with aliens. Oh, come on now. Hold on. Let me find it because that can't be serious. He believes he can communicate with aliens. Should I keep dating him or
there's
break
people
up?
out there who think they can.
Yeah, well, that's you find somebody that's like that, right? She makes animal noises instead of talking when she's tired. Should I stay with her or ditch her?
Oh, that's funny.
What does that mean? Like roof?
Yeah.
Are
She
you
makes
tired?
animal noises instead of talking when she's tired.
Are you tired?
Wow. He only drinks beverages through a curly straw. Should I keep him or
I like a curly straw. I get it. I like the bendy curly stuff.
I mean, seriously. Now, did this survey go down to like 14-year-olds?
Yes, it sounds
or
like
even
it.
8-year-olds? She insists on watching cartoons every morning. Should I stay with her or break up? I don't think there's anything wrong with cartoons.
Let her watch what she wants. to
Yeah, I
watch.
mean
That's
not a reason.
that's
I
not
mean,
a big
it's,
deal.
every day might be a little excessive. But
Yeah. Well, every morning.
It's
but
in the morning while she's getting ready. She's got to have SpongeBob in the background.
Yeah, put her own TV on there and she
Yeah,
watch it.
exactly. Got your own
Seriously.
TV? That's no big deal, right? He has a pet rock he treats like a real pet. Should I keep dating him or leave?
That's another thing where I'm like, something's wrong.
Yeah. Something is wrong, especially if you're talking about anybody that's over, 20?
Yeah.
She does interpretive dance to communicate her feelings. So should I stay with her or ditch her? I think there was
Marry her.
there was a Brady Bunch episode like that, wasn't there?
No.
She does everything in dance
good.
form.
That's funny.
What do you want for dinner?
He thinks he's a wizard and carries a wand. Should I keep dating him or break up? Well, you know what? Then he's probably a Harry Potter fan.
Yeah.
Depends
and
how
if
he
you break
uses
up with him, he could cast a spell on you, too.
Yeah,
Imagine
that's
how
true,
he,
too.
Depends how he uses that wand.
She insists on having theme nights for dinner every night. Should I stay with her or move on?
Oh, especially if
That
she's
can be fun.
cooking. Stay.
That can be fun, right?
agree.
Yeah, she's keeping, spicy.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
night.
I think that'd be fun, actually. He uses baby talk when speaking to adults. Should I keep dating him or ditch him?
out.
And that's a dude.
Get out.
Get out. She always wears a tiara and calls herself a princess.
Oh,
Should I
no.
stay with her or break up?
Go.
Marry her, right, Greek?
Hey,
Run.
you're a princess. I'm a king.
All right. How about this one? She brings her own karaoke machine to parties. Should I stay with her or go? I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. People love that.
On a regular basis.
Yeah.
Because you're Bob the Trump.
And she's the one who's hogging the mic.
Well,
that's why.
That's the thing.
That's
yeah.
why she's bringing it so she can sing for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, Donna Summer, stand up.
Here we go. All right, what do we got there? I got a couple more. He believes he's the reincarnation of a famous historical figure. Should I keep dating with it? Well, who is it? So like Lincoln or Washington or somebody like that?
I don't know.
Wild Bill Hickok.
Who?
Wild Bill Hickok.
Never heard of Wild Bill? It's a famous cowboy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Let's go
his
rob
last
a
name
train.
Hillcock?
Hillcock.
Is that his last name?
Not really.
Okay.
Hitchcock? She puts ketchup on everything, including ice cream. Should I stay with her or ditch her? I tell you what. Well, that's my mom up to the ice cream because my mom puts ketchup on everything.
I don't think there's anything bad with that. But the
ice cream, woo. I don't think it's worth ditching over though.
I do.
You're so brutal.
That was awesome. Great delivery. He's convinced his dog can understand English perfectly.
Well, duh.
Should I keep dating him or leave?
He's a keeper.
It does.
He's a keeper.
I got news for you. It does
Yep.
understand English for the most part. She only listens to elevator music. Should I stay with her or break up? He wears a different hat for every day of the week. Should I keep dating him or move on? What's wrong with that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that either.
Yeah.
That
That actually seems fairly normal. She collects rubber ducks and has over 1,000 of them. Should I stay with her or ditch her?
That's a lot of rubber ducks.
Rubber ducky,
but
you're the one.
It is what it is. People collect.
1,000?
That's a lot.
Don't step on my duck.
He refuses to use technology and lives like he's in the 1800s. Should I keep dating him or break up?
Is she in the backyard making butter?
Some people don't do technology. I don't think that's worth breaking up over, though. She has a secret handshake for every occasion.
Oh, my
Should I
God.
keep with her
I
or
think
move on?
that's funny. I want in. I think that's fun.
Yeah,
Dabs. Give me some dabs.
that could be fun. He's obsessed with magic tricks and does them constantly. Should I keep dating him or leave?
Keep him. Maybe
Yeah.
she can disappear.
We'll make you disappear.
Puff, you're gone. You're out of my life.
I don't think that's bad. That's fun. I love that. I would love that.
Yeah, like imagine going out with him and he's
What do you
he's
think?
at a table just doing tricks.
Yeah, what do you think, Franny?
I like magic, but the constant, I can understand how that might get old.
He's obsessed with it. So,
Yeah.
you know, anything you're kind of super obsessed with, I could see where it would have its
Drive me nuts.
Yeah, it would drive her nuts. Let's see. We'll stop with this one. She talks in her sleep and reveals secrets. Should I stay with her or break up? Are you kidding me?
Stay.
Yeah, you stay.
And unless you hear a secret you don't want to know.
Yeah. I was banging Bill today during lunch. That's my secret. Those are pretty crazy. When you hear them, you almost think they're fake. You go, these cannot.
Well, there were some there. Yeah. Matter of fact, those were some of the most really oddball ones there. Like you name your farts. I mean, come on.
And announce when they're about to exit.
Here comes Joey.
There are some odd people out there. So
Oh, yeah.
as far-fetched as it sounds,
That's odd.
it could very well be
Yeah,
true.
that might be, put the tail on the pinata.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, a lot of people that have flowers and whatnot, they often talk to their plants, right?
yeah, I said that.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't seem highly unusual, but if it's like lengthy conversations, that might be a bit much.
If it's a stereotype, I'm thinking people who are older talk to their plants than younger. Again, just in my mind. I don't know where I got it from, but just older people seem like they're talking to their plants more than younger people. And I think sometimes because they're lonely, and they're talking to their, I don't know, just something that's in my head. But yeah, I mean, if you come home and your wife or girlfriend or husband or boyfriend's talking to the palm tree, just sitting out in the backyard, smoking a cigar. What do you think it is?
Well, that's the palm tree might be a little different.
It is the Penthouse on a Tuesday.
Is that a coconut palm?
On a Super Bowl Tuesday. On a Super Tuesday.
What?
It's Super Bowl Tuesday. Who made it this year? It's Cleveland and Green Bay.
Where have I been?
Oh, man, I'm thinking about the Super Bowl. I remember when I bet on the coconut that one time, which coconut would fall. That was a good bet. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
People are mourning the end of the vehicle. First, it was the muscle car dying, and now it's gas-powered vehicles, at least in California by 2035. Here's what you got to think if you're like, well, that's just California. We're free in Florida. We ain't going to do that here. Kiss my ass. If you I didn't mean to get so aggressive.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. That's AXS.com.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Tuesday drive times are up to speed along the Palm Beaches. We're accident-free on 95, not seeing any major delays if you're traveling the Turnpike. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Hey, it's the Greek, Monroe's of Palm Beach. Wizards and Wands, huge event, 500 cash prizes for the best costume, plus prize raffles all night long. Monroe's of Palm Beach, open till 5 a.m. It's Saturday, July 13th, Wizards and Wands. It's a big event. Stop by. You'll see a beautiful lady, enjoy a great night, and open till 5 a.m. It's Wizards and Wands with 500 cash on the line. Monroe's is open 7 days a week, and they're open at 5 a.m. with beautiful ladies all the time. The magic is there every night at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
$90 marijuana cards during MMJ Health's Meltdown Madness. Limited appointments. Visit MMJ.com/Real Radio. Again, MMJ's $90 Meltdown Madness ends soon. Visit MMJ.com/Real Radio today.
Yikes! It's like a sauna in here. Isn't your garage supposed to keep your car protected from the summer heat so it's nice when you get in? This is like a giant brick oven with your car parked right where the pizza should be. If the point of a garage is to keep your car clean and comfortable all year round, how do you expect this leaky old tinfoil door to stand up to all that heat? At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Garage doors should be insulated. If you love the door you have, we can add custom insulation to your existing bare metal panels. And if you're not so in love with the door you've got, we'll help you find a gorgeous new door with internally insulated panels to keep your garage cool and clean all summer long. And warm and clean all winter. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it nice. Tell you what, we'll bring you a pizza.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Florida homeowners know hurricanes are a fact of life. Storm Smart will keep you protected with shutters, impact windows, and storm catcher screens because smart is complete protection. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in because they're making a profit from you. That's the law. Yet many times a normal day ends with injuries because that business breached that duty because they knew or should have known of the dangerous condition that caused your injury. It happens every day in many ways. Slip and falls where cleaning and maintenance were ignored. Falling boxes and items stacked too high. And so many other unexpected occurrences and dangers only known to that business owner. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, let our team investigate and report back to you. The duty to protect customers from harm is the law. And our duty is to protect you after that harm. Visit forthepeople.com for more information or on your cell phone dial #law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. forthepeople.com.
Ahoy fishing fans! It's the 12th annual Treasure Coast Bonito Blast Fishing Tournament, hosted by Pirates Cove Resort and Marina in Stuart. Mark your calendars for Saturday, July 27th. Join us for happy hour to watch the boats come in and enjoy the festivities. Don't miss the Captain's Dinner on Friday, July 26th. Register to fish at TreasureCoastBonitoBlast.com. Remember, all proceeds benefit the Wounded Veterans Relief Fund. Really on the fun at Pirates Cove Resort and Marina, July 26th and 27th, 4307 Southeast Bayview Street, Stuart. See you there.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hurricane season is here. There is no better time to protect your home and family with a new Generac standby generator. For as low as $200 per month, Assurance Power can prepare you for the next power outage. Call today to learn more.
Real Radio weather.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Charlotte Carl. We're starting to see some of that cloud cover clear up, allowing our temperatures to warm a little bit more rapidly as we head throughout the early parts of the afternoon. Heat index values topping out in the triple digits up to 112 degrees this afternoon, and a heat advisory is in effect until 6 p.m.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's, home of the $5 Biggie Bag. The Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is the GOAT of fast food deals for a lot of reasons. Here are 4 of them: a junior bacon cheeseburger, nuggies, fries, and a drink. It's also just $5. And unlike the other guys, it's not going away after a month. Get out there and get the bag. The Wendy's Biggie Bag. U.S. price and participation may vary.
The countdown is on. iHeartRadio is the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. It's the only way to listen to exclusive NBC play-by-play action of Team USA, plus NBC's top Olympic moments and live hourly updates from the games in Paris. Do not miss a moment. Download the free iHeart app right now and follow NBC Olympics Radio to stay in the know for all things Summer Games on the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. iHeartRadio.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Greek Zone today, baby. We're back in the saddle. We might make our first bet ever on Wimbledon. Wimbledon is going on. We'll address it more in the Greeks Trifecta. Jimmy, good afternoon.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And let's say hello to Francis.
Hello to you.
And it's time to downshift, put it in reverse, and hit it hard with a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greeks Trifecta.
Jason Tatum is having one of those years where everything's going right. He played for the Boston Celtics, had a great season. They're the NBA champs. He signed the largest contract ever in the NBA history, Mingata, and he's playing for the U.S. men's Olympic team. He's wearing number 10, honor of Kobe Bryant. Kobe wore number 10 when he was on the U.S. Olympic team, and he won his gold medal. If you want to go see the Yankees, you can still do this. You can go to Tampa right now. Leave right now at 2 o'clock. Get up to Tampa and watch the Yanks and Tampa tonight battle it out. Yankees going to Tampa. Yankees not playing good the last 3 weeks. A little bit of a tailspin, but the Yankees in Tampa, up in Tampa, get over there. Speaking of Wimbledon, Joker won yesterday, round 2. And as he won, he talked to the crowd after, and he said, hey, you guys think you're funny? You're booing me? I don't care. I played in a lot of worse places, and you're not going to affect me at all. So the Joker is alive and well, and he advances to the 3rd round. We'll see what happens if he can possibly get another big trophy for that trophy case, which he has a ton of. He's old for tennis, but he's young for life. He is definitely one of the best players ever. He's won a ton of tournaments. And he came in here long odds because he had a bad knee, and he had a little bit of a procedure done about 3 weeks ago. But he looks good so far, and he's into the 3rd round. And that is your Greeks Trifecta. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved with the show. So Taylor Swift is probably your name. Even if you didn't want to like her or know her, you couldn't get away with it. You just couldn't get away from it. I do feel like the Hawk Chua girl's dying out.
I did see something about her that she might have a reality show.
Yeah, that I saw.
And a docuseries about her. So I don't know if she's dying out quite yet. Yes, it's not. I mean, we're top of mind, and we're not talking about her as much as we once did. But I'm curious to see that there's going to be a docuseries or reality show. Must mean somebody thinks that besides a Hawk Chua the interview that we saw, the street interview, there's got to be something else captivating about her to have somebody follow her with cameras.
I want to see what those sources are, too, because I saw her do another interview, because we saw the interview that she did with the one lady sit down, and that's when we found out that all the rumors that are put out there from the beginning were all BS.
True. Not true.
You know, dad's not a preacher and all that nonsense.
Yep.
She didn't get fired from a job. She was not a teacher. She's not even old enough to be a teacher and all that stuff that was put out there. Then I just saw a video, another one of her, and it was her speaking, so it's not about her, where she lives with her, I think she lives with her grandma, and she's going to stay with her in that small town USA that she's in. Like 700 people live there, and she has no plans on moving to a big city and all that, because those were more rumors that were put out there. She's moving to L.A. She's going to have all these TV shows. So I'd wonder about that, only because of that.
Yeah. One of my friends said that he saw her this weekend at Hard Rock.
She was. So,
was she?
Yeah. So TMZ even obtained video. She went to Dare Day Club. They do pool parties at the Hard Rock Guitar Hotel, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel. And she was there. And it says that she has hit 1 million IG followers over the weekend. And it seemed like a good time to celebrate the milestone, and she did. So she went there. She said that they had an extravagant bottle parade as she hosted Dare nightclub, and they said that she got kind of emotional during it too. She was joined by her friend Chelsea Bradford, who was in the video too. She calls it her sidekick.
The brunette?
In the OG Hawk Tua video.
Yeah, she's pretty.
But they said her mood was much lighter when a Dare bottle service girl raised a champagne toast to her, and they said that she was invited to be a judge, the Miss Dare bikini contest.
They said she saw porn sites.
But she was stealing the spotlight from other beauties during the appearance, of course, because people wanted to say hi to her. And she's not accustomed to it. So they said that and by the way, she got paid $30,000 for that gig to be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that, huh?
That's nice. For Sunday afternoon? That's not bad.
Sunday afternoon.
Well, again, our country's crazy. Something like this happens and all of a sudden changes your life. She made 65 supposedly, or 80 over the hats, and she made 30 there. I'm sure she made more in the last 2 weeks than she did in the whole year. She was working in a mattress company.
Somebody, I don't know where it was, that they created the Hawk Tua cocktail. And all it is, I don't know what the cocktail looks like. It maybe looks like a pina colada or something, but as a garnish is a whole banana, peeled banana in it, and then they just put whipped cream on the top of the banana.
I was going to say, where does the spit part
and
come
they put
in?
the whipped cream right at the tip of the banana and called it the Hawk Tua cocktail.
That's not bad.
There you go.
Go ahead. I did hear, though, she goes, I'm not, like, crazy. She goes, it was just an interview, and I just, said something. And
but see, but she said that during the interview, if her parents were embarrassed or asked, and she was like, no, she's like, my parents know this is the kind of stuff I say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mom was not surprised at all.
Yeah. So that's her sense of humor, I guess. Yeah. But speaking of somebody,
you see her doing a reality show though, or something like that. I mean, I just
small
don't.
town works at a spring factory. I'm curious.
Sure,
what you got going on, girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel bad for her.
But somebody who has a lot of fame, and for very good reason, because she is talented, is Taylor Swift. Yes, we have not been talking about her as much as we normally do.
Football season.
Yeah, we will during football season, I'm sure. And she will be here in October. But this is interesting. So they broke down her exes by state, and also, some people are going after her, saying this is why she is not a role model for kids. There is a writer for Newsweek who said this. She is not a good role model for children, and I will tell you why. Everybody thinks, and she is probably one of the most influential people on the planet right now, especially for young girls. And they ask, is this a good thing? This writer, of course, it's a man, just kidding, John McGillian, I believe that's how you say it, he's a writer for Newsweek, wrote an opinion piece called Taylor Swift is not a good role model. And here's why he feels that way. He said, for starters, she's unmarried and childless at 34.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
That's silly.
It's so common.
Yeah.
And that could be a smart thing.
Right?
Maybe she's
really.
waiting, and then she won't get divorced, and she'll have a child. She have her kid.
But I love it though. In the article it says, and this one makes the writer sound like he could be a place kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow.
But he says, quote, we must ask if her personal life choices are ones we want our sisters and daughters to emulate. All right, this is an opinion piece. If you're not on board with that one, it's understandable. I agree it's understandable. I am not on board with that one. But it's somewhat related to the author's next point, which is Taylor's quote, revolving door of relationships. And that's in one of her songs. quote, would any loving parent reading this want their daughter to date 12 different men in the span of a few years? Then there's the supposed hypocrisy of Taylor's attacks on the patriarchy, where she tends to date, quote, strong, influential men, celebrities who embody significant social and economic power. He says, quote, Swift either doesn't realize this hypocrisy or doesn't care. Neither of the two is a good look, according to this guy. The author makes a few other points, like the way Taylor always plays a victim in her breakups and the fact that she makes it seem like, his quote, partners can be replaced as easily as toilet paper. Or I'm sorry, maybe that's one of her quotes. Partners can be replaced as easily as toilet paper.
No, wait a minute. Let me ask.
Yes.
When they're saying quotes, are they saying that she said this?
Yes,
or
these are quotes.
They're in songs, right? Is that?
Well, they're just saying quotes.
Some of them.
Yes.
Because if they're in songs, that's not a quote to me. That you're writing a lyric. That's not what you're saying. That's not what you're thinking. You're writing a commercial hit. It's totally different than what you think. You could say something every day.
But I guess they look at it as Taylor's songs are her personal life, is what they're looking at it.
Yeah. They're stories of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't think that it is, because it could all be made up. You really don't know. I mean, again, if she said in an interview, it could be a thing. We always talk about it. It could be like, hey, if she was in an interview and she said, you know what, guys are a dime a dozen. I get off, I meet somebody else next week. But in a song, to me, that's commercial success.
But what he said, what young girls truly need, perhaps without fully recognizing it, are role models who provide both authenticity and actual depth rather than artificial narratives and superficial glamour. So clearly he is not a fan.
No, she's a hard worker. She's very successful. I mean, she doesn't really seem to. Now she drinks a little bit more, it seems like. She wasn't for years.
But that's what we say. We don't know her personal level. I mean, there's a commercial that was out for years before Kelsey where she's asking for a Chardonnay and they're filling it up. And she's like, keep on filling it up.
But that's a commercial.
I know, but she was playing herself and still showing that she's drinking. I just think that we don't see we're following her way more than we did before. She even has lyrics in her songs saying that she was a functional alcoholic. So who's to say? Now we're just seeing her partying because she's out and about. She's got a boyfriend who's a party boy.
Yeah,
so we're seeing more of it.
Other guy, a couple of the other guys. I mean, didn't she date Calvin Harris for years? The famous DJ?
Yeah, she dated him, John Mayer, one of the Jonas Brothers, a bunch of people.
That's probably the only thing that's even remotely close on there that you could say that she may not be, quote unquote, a role model, having had so many relationships in such a short period of time. But I still don't. I mean, that's a lot of people have that. That's not, she is very influential right now because she's very popular. That's the only reason why she's really that much influential, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people love her music.
She's very successful.
She's got a huge fan base. She puts on a great show for the people that like that type of thing. I've even seen a couple of pieces, because every now and then you get some of it on social media, and to me, it's like I'm entertained by it, and I don't really care for her music too much. I just, what she does with her costumes and everything, and the big,
she breaks her ass.
The volume of her show, and I don't mean by sound, but by the looks of it and everything. It looks really good. I can see why people really enjoy it.
And you
not worth $2,000.
No,
that's another story.
And I wouldn't spend that money either. But you got to be like, all right, this girl is doing her thing. You have to. When you see major artists like a Billy Joel, like Stevie Nicks, I mean, all these people and these big celebrities are showing up to her show. I mean, Stevie Nicks was crying at her show at one of the songs, and they went and partied together after the fact. And we're talking about legendary artists who go and see her, and they have nothing but great words to say about her artistry.
Yeah, I mean,
so that's a major compliment when you see that.
And that's what a lot of songs are about what's going on in your life and your heart, and they pour their heart out. They have breakup songs. Breakup songs have been around for how long now?
Yep.
I mean, that's nothing new to the business. She certainly didn't invent that.
I think she's more of a role model than she's not, put it that way. For young girls, if they want to put it as young girls, for her hardworking. The music industry is very difficult to make it, especially when you're unknown. You got to get, right place, right time. You also have to be used to, like anything. No's are a part of life. You get no's every day. And when you get a no, you got to just keep going. So I look at it that way. She's never been like a DUI or, anything like that. And no real, bad issues. So I don't know. I mean, this is one guy's opinion. Obviously, he sounds a little like a hater to me.
Yeah. It does. It does.
I agree.
But I think just her work, the way she works every day and busts her ass. I mean, she's got so much money right now, she don't have to work. She didn't have to work for years. She could just sit home and be in a mansion every day and drink pina coladas by the pool. And she still wants to get out there because she likes to perform and she wants to show her fans. But like I said, I think she's more of a role model than not a role model. And dating a lot.
There's a lot out there that's a lot worse than her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, that's why I said she's
promoting
more
drugs, promoting unwanted pregnancies, promoting a whole bunch of things out there. Drugs.
Yep.
I mean, we see too much of that stuff out there too. I'd be more critical of that than I would of this.
Yep.
Of Taylor Swift.
47142 started off with Real Radio from the ditch or date.
Scenarios.
And all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking back at the text. We have this. Franny, you are too judgy. Thank God Nutter's wife doesn't judge me on wearing my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles outfit, specifically Leonardo. That's Stephen Boca. Again, we have my old lady, Nutter's wife, likes my magic wand spinning around. All right.
That's right. I was waiting for those jokes, the wand jokes.
Yeah, we had said, how about if she's in her mid-20s and still sucks her thumb, even in public? Date or ditch? Mm-hmm.
If you ditch her, it would have to be in the morning.
Yep. We got another one. Regrets. 20 years ago, when my friend's cousin was 18, she found the love of her life. She had a tattoo on the patch above her JJ that said property of Dave. The relationship only lasted 6 months. Definitely a lifetime regret. We also have
now she can only date Dave's. What's your name? Dave? Okay, come on.
We also have
Let's go home.
A date or dump scenario. I started dating a girl that would hum the national anthem while performing you know what on me. I thought it was rather patriotic, so I returned the favor. Should we keep dating or dump and run? Truth be told, we kept dating and are going on 29 years of marriage. BTW, our techniques have become so good that we never make it to the part, the bombs bursting in air before finishing. God bless you, wifey.
Oh,
that's from
nice.
Hugh.
You have to stand up and salute too while you're doing it. While that's
I knew
happening.
that was you.
And then somebody wants you to mark, I believe I heard 1:29 p.m. Greeks say pin the tail on the piñata.
Yep.
Yes, I heard that too.
I got a phone call on that one
And
too.
then we also have, please ask Greek to say Wimbledon, Festival, Beaver, and Sphere. Please. Please.
It's all made up.
The show's, you know what to do
It's all
now.
scripted.
There's no script here. We know that because we're that good. We don't need a script. Come on.
Sorry, I'm just getting to those, but those are good. Thanks for texting.
Yeah, we miss you guys. You were the best. Jimmy, great job as always. Thanks for your help. I get an extra credit because I get to have another hour with you. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Francis, and thank you for listening.
Franny, it's great to have you back. We missed you yesterday, and it's great that you're here. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence.
I don't call it a blessing, but
Oh,
thank
I
you
do.
for allowing me back into the penthouse every day. I'm so appreciative of it. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy, and thank you.
Want to go to Spear?
Do you have any parting words?
It's all made up.
Do you have any parting words? Do you want
yeah.
parting words to be Wimbledon Festival?
I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Jimmy
right.
Kimball.
Jimmy Kimball.
Giraffe. What else you got?
It's a tough life. Somebody's got to do
Somebody's
it.
got to live it, Jimmy.
New York Prime tonight. Stop by a great event with the Rent Meat Lovers Club, and it's for a charity. I am parking cars from 6:30 to 8:30.
And all tips go to charity, right?
Of course, I can take chips, but I will take money on the side of the building. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Chips are free.
We'll be back in a couple minutes with a Greek Zone. That's right. We'll be back. Peace.
Take your apartment workouts to the next level.
Or just lay on the couch. Either one works.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe it. Woo! Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and